Hey y'all, thanks for tuning into the Nintendo Drive. If you're hanging out with us on YouTube, be sure to like the video, subscribe to our channel, and ring the bell icon so you never miss an episode. Or if you're getting cozy and listening to us on your podcast feed, make sure you're following and leaving us nice reviews. You can also support the show on Patreon and pick up some awesome merch. Links to those and more are in the description, but let's get the show started.
You guys, you know what I was just thinking while we were about to go live, all the intros playing?
Yeah.
I was like, what if I had like all of a sudden a robot like Stephen Hawking voice, you know? And I was just like, what's up, gamers? Like one of those things, you know?
Please do.
What if that was just my voice?
Seth, why don't we jump into things, just pulling the curtain way back?
Let's do
Okay.
it.
Lockleth, I don't think realizes that, or maybe neither of you realize. Seth and I can see everything. We have a different kind of setup here when we stream
see it
live
all.
here at youtube.com/carpool gaming and also twitch.tv/carpool gaming live. When the video started, you saw us all looking cute, doing the little peace sign and everything. But moments before, Lockleth kind of had her hand on her fist, looking like she was going to give some added, like just a little like, you know,
Yep.
forlorn almost, maybe.
One hand
and
in her
so
pocket.
I was doing it as well. I was with you. Like, okay, let's just bring a little attitude in here. And then you switched it at the last second.
Switch it
So
up.
You surprised me. You switched it up a little bit.
Two-Face
Yeah.
over there.
Never
You
know what
gotta-
she's going to do.
Gotta put on that entertainment face, Sean. That was
Yeah,
my
you sure
Put the
did.
mask on.
behind the curtain,
Instantly.
like, you know, the star, you know, before they come out and everyone applauds them because
Right.
they love them so much.
Exactly. That's what it would look like. It wasn't like forlorn wasn't the right word. You're like very casual, very like, you know,
Just
you've done it a
cash.
million times before. You're in your comfort zone.
And then
like,
it's
everything's
curtain time.
fine. Yeah,
I've
like
heard the
the
intro.
opposite of nervous. You know,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
like I'm good.
Yeah. And then it's curtain
And then
time,
just
and then it's
full on.
me. Yeah, just like step on out, like jazz hands, right?
Yes,
I love it.
It is the Lockleth.
It's the mental preparedness, yes.
I liked it.
Man, we got I didn't know, I thought everybody that watched us was nerds. You got like some sports commentary in the chat cuz Amanda's wearing a Miami Dolphins shirt on stream tonight. Give me a break.
Everyone's like, go 49ers, go Bills. I'm like, what about the Dolphins?
What about the
The
Dolphins?
Bears.
The Dolphins
The
are great
Bears.
because they were on Ace Ventura. That's how I know the Dolphins.
Yes.
That's how I know them
And-
too.
Snowflake.
We were also always in the news because something chaotic is always going on. Last week,
Florida
Tyreek
man.
Hill got
Florida.
arrested right before the game, or not arrested. He got like put in handcuffs right before the game, and then later let him go. I was like, you know what? That's just us. Just
Yeah.
vibes.
That's how they
Miami
do it in
vibes.
Florida.
Yeah, so it's fine.
Wow. Yeah, everybody's in here talking about sports.
Sports.
I don't know where I'm at. I don't know where I'm at these days. It's like we're supposed to be nerds here. We're talking about like Nintendo and whatever else we're talking about
Go
tonight.
Steelers.
Yeah, there you go.
What
That
if
is a
we-
team.
That is a
Nintendo.
team. I know about the Steelers.
I think you I think she like legit cheers for the Steelers.
Yeah.
I do. Yeah. It's
What were
my
you gonna
dad's
say, Amanda?
team. It's my
I
team.
was gonna say, what if Nintendo had NFL teams? What would they be called?
They were.
Goombas?
I don't. Are they still part owners of the Mariners? Is that a thing? They used to be.
Mariners.
Yeah, the Mariners. Are they still? They might not anymore, but they used to be for many years. They were like part owners of the Mariners. No, earlier this year, Nintendo sells the majority of its interest in the Seattle Mariners.
The
Sad.
baseball team.
So,
It's a baseball
yeah.
team.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
baseball team. Yeah.
Well,
Wow.
maybe they'll start football teams, and it'll be the Goombas.
That'd be sick, actually. That'd be really
I'd be
cool.
into it.
I'd like that.
No, they've ruined sport. Let them get their sports games sorted out before they start playing, messing with
Yeah,
real
you're
sports.
right. Yeah. They'd work microtransactions.
They're not allowed.
into,
Stay away, Nintendo.
Yeah.
No sports.
Yeah.
Launch your console, get that sorted, then we can talk.
Well,
Reintroduce strikers at a better.
Or golf, or anything. Like if tennis is, I think tennis is the best we got on the Switch.
yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
And then that's saying something, I guess.
It's a sad state of affairs over here. You know, it's not a sad state of affairs, folks. Carpool
That
gaming.
housekeeping.
That
Oh, wait, what?
housekeeping. That little housekeeping.
Oh,
You know,
smooches.
little little kissy housekeeping. We got some housekeeping. We got some stuff going on over here at Carpool Gaming. First of all, if y'all are watching us on Twitch, we are co-streaming to both YouTube and Twitch because it is September, everybody. September, you get a discount on your subs over there on Twitch. 25% discount, I believe, the entire month of September. And this directly fuels our Extra Life efforts at Extra Life 2024. And if you're a Prime member, if you're watching us right now and you have Amazon Prime, you can do it for free. You can just give us money for free.
Just give it for free. How is that possible?
Yeah, you can't afford not to do it, right?
It's true.
In addition to that, if you do watch us on Twitch, anytime we're live on Twitch, and we've been live a lot
every day
this month, Bowser had mentioned that, like just about every day this month, it's like something's going on. You can gift merch from our website anytime we're live on Twitch. So you go to carpoolgaming.com. When you look at a piece of merch, it'll say a Twitch gifting option there. And you can do that. That also supports the channel and gives merch to the community. Super, super sweet. Really appreciate that. And of course, Patreon is also a great way to support everything we do here. Thank you so much to everybody who supports us on Patreon. Got some new folks joining in. We got a couple of people who joined in as free members, I think as a direct result of Twitch streaming. For example, I know that Hot Gamer Boy Summer joining as a free member. I know they came in from the Astrobot stream. I remember that.
Yep. Lachlan liked that name.
I like it.
Yeah.
We're in autumn, but like I like it.
I like a Hot Gamer Boy
line,
Summer.
but-
Yep. Yep. It's
Maybe
good.
he's Australian.
Maybe. Yeah, it could be summer all year.
Or Norwegian. Who knows
Christmas
what
just
season it is in
ended,
Norway.
Yeah, Christmas just ended over there,
Yeah.
so maybe.
Yeah. Merry belated
so-
Christmas.
Hot people. We love hot people in this community.
Everybody in Australia is hot. Everybody in Australia is hot.
Fact.
Yeah, so thank you, Hot Gamer Boy Summer, and thank you to Casey Pratt, who also joined as a free member. We appreciate you for doing that, and thank you to Solo, who upgraded to Platinum Producer this past week. Huge thanks to Solo for doing that. Yeah, thank you guys so much for the support on Patreon. We really appreciate it. Crazy support. It's like every week we're shouting out new people and thanking new
Every
people
week?
for coming on in. Yeah. It's
Don't
wild.
break the streak. Now that you've mentioned it.
Now it's on you.
Now that it's on me.
No, it's on whoever's listening.
The
You
listener,
can't break
yeah.
the streak. Yeah. Exactly. Cool, man. Well, we,
Don't put
please
that on
enjoy.
me.
Yeah, and it's on you, Sean. It's on you.
Okay.
We do have some cool stuff on Patreon. A new episode of the Real Carpool Gaming podcast that could be about literally anything for Patreon's podcast for Patreon's content.
God.
Did go up
Real name.
this week
Jesus.
with the one and only Nagachaka. A really good episode.
Really good.
Over there. So that's really good stuff. I'm up next on Pants. Pants Patreon podcast for patrons podcast for Patreon's content. So get your
That's
questions
not
in
the
for
real
me. It's most of the real name. All I added was the
add
end.
words.
Yeah. So good content over there. We challenge you. It's the Carpool Gaming Challenge. Come on in, join the Patreon. We dare you to go
like
through
it.
all the exclusive content. You can't do it.
Yep.
It's impossible.
It's aggressive pitch. Yep.
Yeah.
There's no
It's
way.
aggressive pitch.
Yep.
Yeah, you can't do it. I challenge you. Cool. Well, we had all of that. Thank you guys so much for your support. Again, this helps us get to Extra Life, and we really, really appreciate that. And we do have, in terms of ways that you can support the show for free, you can, of course, rate us on iTunes, Spotify, and all that fun stuff. Leave us a written review where you'll be treated to an ASMR review reading from Lachlan, and we do, I believe, have one of those this week.
Yes.
If you'd like to take it away, Lachlan.
We do. And why did I choose to drink orange juice before having to do ASMR? I just now thought of this.
Is that bad?
It's
Citric,
Yeah.
acid.
A little
yeah.
hard on the throat.
Little acid reflux, yeah.
Maybe
Shoulda.
milk would be better,
Yeah.
or yogurt,
Milk
Or
will
water.
help.
tea.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, or
Anything
water.
else?
Yeah.
So everything would be bad.
Dairy.
Blech.
Well, you could have
Yeah.
like lactose free. You could have almond milk. You'd have other types
oat
of
milk.
milk. Yeah,
Yeah.
goat milk. Mm-hmm. All kinds of
Her
milk.
face. She's
Yep.
so disgusted.
Anyways.
The title of this review says Super Dope by, this is from a human being, by the way, in case you were curious.
It is from a human being.
Literally says a human being at the end.
I can't handle it.
So the review is, the Nintendo Drive is the best Nintendo podcast I've come across. That's saying a lot. I've done some searching. Not saying there's no other good Nintendo podcasts out there. It's got great hosts that love to talk about everything Nintendo, from the great games to the terrible eShop. But even though it's Nintendo-centered, they get sidetracked very easily. And we'll talk about things ranging from how mad they are about people talking about the weather instead of their actual feelings. Parentheticals, hee, I'm talking to you, Sean. To chugging mayo for extra life.
Oh, yeah.
All in all, you should definitely check out this rare gem. You won't be disappointed.
Wow.
Wow, that was beautiful.
Very
What a
nice.
review.
Good.
Calm.
Great reading, great review. And yeah, I want people to talk about their feelings. It's important.
Yeah.
Golly. Yeah.
Yeah, Ryan. I think that was in reference to Ryan. I think we were calling out Ryan,
Ryan.
talking about the weather instead
Everybody
of his feelings.
deflects to the weather.
Come on, man.
It's 80
All
degrees.
right.
Oh,
what can I say?
something's happened in the Discord though. Like weather is stepping aside for a second. We always say good morning in the Discord, which is very nice. We definitely had a moment earlier this week, people updating their sleep schedule. How many hours, what quality of sleep did they get? That was
Amanda,
nice.
there you go.
I like that a lot. Amanda's rolling her eyes. You ushered this in.
Because
what's the
nobody
problem?
is sleeping. Fulia's sleeping. Fulia's getting her 8 hours. I was
Okay.
at fault because I played Fortnite too late at night, and then it was my own fault.
Oh
But
yeah. Kettle.
everybody's like coming.
Yeah.
Savoy Roy Amazon Prime, who gets like 4 hours of sleep. I'm like, my dude,
Yeah.
how do you
No,
function?
we'll pot calling the kettle black a little bit.
Thank you. That's what I was
Okay, it was one day.
Yep.
Yes, it was. I
Yep,
realized
glass
what time
house.
it was.
Throwing
it's made of
stones.
brick.
Whoa.
Leave me alone.
Mr. Pike in the chat says, "Oh, I almost forgot. Hi, Daddy Sean." Whoa.
Yeah,
Hey
you want
now.
to explain that one, Amanda, to the people?
Okay, so I was streaming last night and I got an Apple News alert on my watch that said Sean Diddy was accused or
Combs.
whatever, doing his own thing. And I thought it said Sean Daddy. And I was like, Sean Daddy? I was like, Sean Capri? And then all of a sudden the chat was like, Daddy? And then Sean came into the stream and I was like, oh no. And everyone's
Damn.
like, Daddy?
I'm like, hello, young people.
Father, welcome in.
Yeah.
How do you do,
Father
young,
time. How do
fellow
you
young
do?
people?
Children, I
Yeah.
am home.
It's time for you to go to bed. Time to get.
was.
It's funny because you think it would be me yelling at people about their sleep. That sounds like something
Right.
an old man would do, but it's Amanda.
Because I'm learning as I'm growing how important sleep is.
Yeah, it's true. I slept on a plane.
That was
Yeah, you
impressive.
did.
I
You
was
were on a
proud of
plane.
you.
Yeah, wasn't good.
I'm glad. Well, yeah. Me
Yeah,
neither.
time traveled through like a bunch of time zones. It wasn't great. Lachlan this scent she's got.
I had a mental picture of you, Sean, physically on top of a plane sleeping, and it made me laugh because I was like, "He's not on a plane,
Oh man.
silly."
He's not sleeping on a plane.
Yeah, that's true. I was not sleeping on a plane. I was sleeping. That is
Yeah.
weird that we say that.
Kato, you left the show in good hands. The co-hosts are calling each other daddy now. This is
Yeah.
the new Nintendo Drive. This is just
We
how we roll.
evolved.
Yeah.
She's like,
Just-
let me back. She's
Call
like,
me
sounds
daddy.
good.
I'm
Wait, I
in
wish it was
here.
like this when I was here. Hang
Yeah,
on a
this is
minute.
why I left.
There's not enough daddy talk going on.
Definitely not. Yeah.
Holy crap. Okay. You want to talk about video games? What do y'all think?
I kind
Video
of
games?
like what we were doing, but okay. That sounds fine.
We could just do that for like an hour and then call it a night if you
mostly do.
want. We pretty much do anyways.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. well,
Before we talk about video games, and then maybe we'll
Please.
reference this with Lachlan's games, I just want to give a shout out equally to all three of you. Each of you have your own channels, etc. But earlier today, I watched a video that Lachlan had put out, a bunch of demos. And I just thought it was a great idea. She kind of like did little mini reviews for a selection of demos. It was a really good video. I really liked it. 29 seconds in, she talked about this cute little like, oh, there's farming and you get to do all this stuff. A character gets hit by a car, Lachlan. I'm like, hang on a second. And this was a choice. Like you could have put whatever you wanted into the video. You found
It was
you
a choice.
captured this. You put it in there. You didn't say anything about it, which is just pro move. So I appreciated this video, but I also appreciate all y'all's videos and
Everybody
channels,
equally,
etc.
of course,
The same,
yeah.
nobody stands out.
I
You're
forgot
right.
that I did that, Sean. And I was like 29 seconds in. And so I'm rewatching. I had just gotten in my car at work. to go home, and I was like 29 seconds in, and I look, and then it gets to the point where your character that you play as gets hit by a car.
Yes.
And then he wakes up, and then that's how the demo starts, and it's such a shocking start. And like I thought it was hilarious, and so I obviously put it in there. And no, I didn't reference it on purpose because I just thought it was funny. But I forgot, and so I rewatched that part, and I was crying in the car. I was laughing so hard. I was like, "Oh my god!" I forgot that was.
I want to pull it up here. Look at like just right at the beginning of the video. Everything is great.
Very cute.
Little.
Very
is this
cozy.
Ever After Falls? I know we're jumping the gun here. Boom! Nailed. I'm like, excuse me?
Wait. He wakes up and a dog is talking to him?
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. It was a dream.
Yeah, just here to talk to you guys about 5 cute demos. Boom!
I like that he gets like, he doesn't get run over, he gets like yeeted like into
Flung
the moon. Yeah.
Yeah.
This was great. People definitely need to check out this video. I'll put a link in the chat
Just
here.
this part.
Oh yeah, it's worth it. It's
First
worth
29 seconds. Just watch that. Yeah. Pretty good.
Oh my god.
Anyway.
I played all the demos, and that was the first one in the video that I decided to talk about.
I love it. Okay. I mean, do you, that might just be a good segue. Do you want to talk about some of the stuff you've been playing here? You want to talk about some of those demos? What's going on?
Yeah, I mean, I'll list off the 5 that are in that video. Spoiler alert, if you haven't watched it, you've already seen most of it right in that clip there. Demos I played were Ever After Falls, Wax Heads, The Green Book, yes, Scarlet Deer Inn, and Tiny Aquarium.
Nice.
Now, some of these you've probably heard of. Wax Heads, I had a feeling, Seth, you've heard of that one. Yeah, it's you basically are a cashier at a record shop, and the customers come in, and you can like lollygag. You can do other things. You don't have to actually do your required employee stuff because the customer just sits there. At least they did in the demo. I don't know if the actual game they'll eventually walk away because you haven't been helping them, but you can do other stuff too. But basically they ask like, I'm looking for this type of record, and so you look at the record shop, you look at all the different ones, the descriptions and what it's about, and then check them out or whatever. So that one's been on my list for a while. I had a feeling that was probably one that was known because it was, I believe it's been in one of the directs or something.
Like
something
wholesome
that
directs,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's got really good music, though. That was obviously my favorite part, and it kind of has to with what it is. The Green Book is just a simple, you're a bear owning a plant shop. Yeah, you're a bear. It's Roy.
Seen it a million times. Yeah,
it's Roy. Mm-hmm.
It's Ron right there.
Yeah, I think that's
Planting his little
Nagachaka, the
trees.
frog. So, because every time you click on it, he croaks. Well, yeah. But I just thought, out of the 2 of them, that would be 2 of them. Yeah. Oh, I don't like seeing my face so large.
Look at you. So cute.
That's, you give him a hat?
That's cute.
Yeah. Oh, I hate that. I hate this so much.
Just pause it.
God, that's the
Sean
worst.
just torturing Lockleaf right now.
It's the worst.
I have to balance out. I gave her a lot of praise about 4 minutes ago, so we gotta just take it
that's
down
fair.
a notch.
Yeah.
What I would do to be that character at the start. So Fulia also Fulia also played The Green Book, and I had forgotten about it until I saw her video on it. So y'all go support Fulia as well. She plays a lot of demos over there. But it's very cute. It's very, very, very simple. I'm excited to see kind of how it develops. But if you want mindless taking care of plants, like you can speed up time, which I did most of the time because it does go a little bit slow if you don't. Yeah, but I got all the achievements in the demo and got through that. And then Scarlet Deer Inn, Seth.
Okay.
I feel like you might like this one.
Okay.
All the
I'm
NPCs, the animals, everything, character-wise, they're embroidered IRL.
Oh.
And then animated in the game, like each frame of the character's movement is embroidered, and that's how they create the characters in the game. And it's actually difficult. Like I couldn't finish the demo because I died a couple times, and I was like, I've got other demos to play. I don't need to see this to the end. But it's very interesting. It's got some folklore in it, of course. And you can just blame this old lady that's right there, basically. because she is the reason that you go on this fetch quest and why everything turns out badly. But it's very
Scarlet
pretty.
Deer Inn.
It's very pretty, and the reason that I kept dying is because your torch is what keeps you alive, and if it goes out, you essentially, I don't know what creature comes
Like
and gets you or
Charmander.
whatever.
Yeah.
Oh,
When the
no.
fire goes out, he dies.
Oh, it's
You know.
so sad.
Very
Well.
similar. But yes, Scarlet Deer Inn, I think it's been on my list, but it's kind of difficult, so I'll have to think about that one just a little bit more. It's more difficult than I thought it was going to be. And then the last demo that I want to mention that is very, very interesting is Tiny Aquarium. It is a social game. You can visit your friends' aquariums and see all their fish.
Oh, cute.
You could decorate your aquarium. You feed them. Like, it's very slow goings. It does set to real time. So, like, you can only do so much and then you leave steam. You can either freeze your aquarium in the state that it's in so your fish don't go hungry, or you can just close out of steam and let it kind of just runs on its own in a way. And your fish don't die. I left them for at least, what was it, 270 hours. I was away from the game and I came back and all my fish were just very hungry, but no one died. So
Thank God.
Well,
that's a lot.
yeah.
Have you ever taken care of like real fish before, like an
Yes.
actual like fish tank? Yeah.
yes.
It's a lot.
Sometimes they get sick, sometimes they get old, sometimes fish just die. And you wake up the next morning and the other fish, they're not very kind to that dead friend of theirs.
Or
They
they're
just
gone.
eat the tail off. You just wake
Oh,
up, you're like,
yeah.
all right, cool. Half a fish.
They don't care.
Awesome. I'm 7. I'll never forget that for the rest of my life. Cool.
I've had one
Sounds
fish
like
as an
you have
adult and it was a beta fish.
Trauma, yeah.
A little bit. A little bit.
I named him Dick Grayson.
Whoa.
Butt kiss.
Oh, Dick Grayson, yeah.
Yeah, Dick Grayson, and he lived for 2 weeks, and I was sad.
Oh.
There
Did
was
you
a.
ever- oh, go ahead.
Go ahead, Amanda. Sorry.
I was just gonna say, did you ever win a fish at the fair?
I never
I've
went
done
to the
that.
fair.
Aw.
Ever?
They don't last.
We gotta
very
get
long.
locked to the fair.
I've been once as an adult.
I'm good.
That's my
Review is
review. Eh.
Yeah. I'd rather just not. Yeah. That's fair. Well, I was going to say, you said Dick Grayson, who's one of my favorite fictional characters of all time. I'm a huge Nightwing fan. Nightwing better than Batman, I'll say it now. And I remember when they launched the Grayson
Robin.
series. Yeah. Right.
Robin,
Yeah.
also Robin.
Got it.
Right. When they launched the New 52 Grayson series, the tagline was like, if you think you know Batman, you don't know Dick. I thought that was really good.
Oh, I get it. Because it's his
Yeah.
name.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It was
Wow.
good.
It's pretty
Anyway.
aggressive.
But Tiny Aquarium.
Yeah, it was
fun
aggressive
game.
marketing. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Tiny
game.
aquarium.
Yep.
I visited
stuff.
a few random people. It said you could pick random people to visit their aquariums because I was like, no one else has this demo. I could add, like, I could share, like, I could, what is it? Ask y'all to be my friend. I don't know
Oh, okay,
how it
yeah.
would, like, it popped up all of my Steam friends and I could, like, click a button and I don't know if it, like, sends you a link, like, come join me on this game or whatever. I almost clicked on it for Sean just to see if he'd click.
I'll be your friend. Yeah, I'll be your friend. Let's make aquariums.
Could have a bunch of goldfish and neon tetras.
Oh, I like those.
Yeah.
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 I like a neon
Red-tailed
tetra.
sharks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like those ones.
Neon
Swallow
tetras.
guppies. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Angelfish. What else you got in there?
You got all the fish. Some of them had sea turtles, so I got to work my way up.
No,
you
you gotta
put
get a
a
little-
sea turtle in a tiny aquarium?
Yeah, that can't be right. They need the
tiny
salt.
seems-
They need the salt water. You can't be mixing up fresh water and saltwater
Gonna
fish.
kill that
Listen,
thing.
Here we
Yeah.
It's not realistic.
Like, It'll be
okay?
such a harsh death too.
The fish don't die. It's
brutal.
not realistic.
Oh, it'd be just very painful.
You just let them live in poison, basically. for-
Basically, like
Oh my
like
God.
hot tar. Like what the
Right.
Joker fell into, like toxic waste.
That's right.
Yeah.
Ace Chemicals. Yeah.
Yeah, I was terrified of toxic waste in the 90s and quicksand. Very bad
Yeah,
things
especially
that was
like
around
89
everywhere.
Batman.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Yeah.
laying around. It's not good.
Yeah.
Yep. Need a plecostomus, a little guy that sucks all the food at the bottom, all the poop at the bottom, algae
Yep.
off the side of the tank. You need
I
all
just
these
called
fish.
it a
Little-
sucker fish.
I was gonna say, isn't it a
Plecostomus. Yep.
Gesundheit, no.
Yeah.
I like that you know the actual like it's.
I told you
it's
we had fish,
God-given one.
man. We had
Yeah.
fish. Some of them lived. Some
Did
of
you
them
drink
didn't.
orange juice before stream? Are you okay?
I wish. I actually love orange juice.
I do too.
Huge fan. Placostomus.
Yeah.
I think it's German.
Little moussaka.
What's it?
Little.
It's Italian.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's an
Yep.
Italian word. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like a little
Classic Italian
catfish. Looks like a catfish.
But it's
Yeah.
not a cat.
Yep. It's not a cat. It's a fish.
Has whiskers.
It's
It
close.
sure does. What the heck?
Anyways,
Yeah, what did that review say? What do we get off the
Outside.
rails sometimes?
Outside of demos, I have some news.
Oh,
Some beautiful news
I'm ready.
that Link finally woke the F up.
whoa!
He has woken.
He is
Yay.
awakened.
Link has awakened, whatever. Link's Awakening is done. I beat Link's Awakening. That's basically what I'm trying to say here.
Wow.
Good morning, Link.
Good morning, Link.
Man, I'm
What
so
a
glad to
journey.
be done. I'm sorry, Rybo, but never again.
I'm sorry,
If
Rybo, but I hate your favorite game.
Listen, it was, if you want to see my last stream, which is where I beat the game this last Tuesday, watch the last hour, maybe 30 minutes, because that's where you will see all of the emotions, specifically when I actually finally beat the boss. Or we could just watch it buffer. That's fine too.
The buffering shot, the face lock that was making in the buffering shot, you look so displeased.
This face is most of it. Is that face. Like this shadow guy made me so mad. He has like 8 different
Final
Like-
forms.
Phases.
yes, 8
Yeah.
different phases, and each one requires a different skill set or a different weapon. And you know, it's not as simple as having all the weapons available to you. Oh, there's going to be a lot of cursing, just FYI, if you watch it. If you enjoy that, then you're welcome, because there's a lot. So you have to switch out the 2 things that you have on hand, and I like to be able to jump, so I basically am just switching out the other free hand I have throughout the entire time. And I had to go through this guy twice.
She just missed him. Just, oh, what?
I
Yeah.
was so freaking mad, y'all. I was mad. I was frustrated. I cursed
were
and I
live.
cried.
Live
Yeah.
on the internet.
And I cried at the end. Yeah.
Aw.
Not
when
like
I-
emotional, not like, oh my God, what a journey we've been on. Like, thank God
It's like,
over.
is it over? I literally was like, are we done?
I want to see the
Can
crying.
we please be
oh,
done?
she is crying. Oh, no.
I
Aw,
literally am
wait,
crying.
That's sad.
I'm so mad. So mad. I'm so over it. That was like right after watching the credits and stuff. Oh my God. I'm done with Link's Awakening.
Congratulations.
You did it.
Bravo.
I
yeah.
finished. Pat
Look
on the
at
back.
you. Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah, you did this. Amanda did Celeste. I'm very
I was
impressed.
about to say, the girls are putting in work, dude.
Man, what
Yeah.
have we done?
Nothing.
Yeah,
We've
what are
done
you
nothing.
doing?
Yeah.
Absolutely
Nothing
nothing.
at all.
It's okay.
What is it
You're
good
balancing.
for? Yeah.
I gotcha.
You got me. Anyways,
Well,
I'm
that's
glad
great.
Yeah, glad you did it.
It was a journey. It was a journey, and now I am overly prepared for Echoes of Wisdom, because I have a feeling
Oh,
that's
yeah.
not going to come close to what that one was.
I
so-
don't think so either. Yeah, I don't think so either.
No, it's just the same style. Like, it gets to be its own
Yeah.
thing. Like, that was...
I mean, that was the only
Link's
reason I
Awakening.
played it, was because he should have just stayed asleep. But
Okay.
another
or
couple
actually-
hours, right?
maybe he shouldn't have even gone to sleep. That probably would have been better.
Stay awake.
Just snooze. Yeah.
Yeah. Have terrible sleep. Yeah.
No.
Snooze.
No.
Snooze
Little nap.
forever.
Yeah.
Amanda gets upset when fictional characters aren't even getting their sleep.
Yeah. What's going on? Come on.
She's even Link. Even Link is like on her naughty list.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's on the poo-poo list.
She's checking it twice.
He's not, because he was asleep for too long. It took me 8 streams to beat that damn game.
Wow.
You really stuck with it.
Proud of you, Link.
did.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Because it sounds like you had an awful time.
There were moments, precious moments of joy. It literally was the last 3 streams that were hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the first 5 were great.
Well, he still did it.
I felt the same way about the game, and I actually didn't go all the way to the end. Like I think Fully was in the chat saying the same thing. That game kicked my butt. I couldn't. I thought it was tedious, without even getting into the combat, just moving around. Like you just have to go from place to place, and it's like, oh my gosh, so specific. Even though you can see the whole world, it's like you got to go through this corridor and through that door, and no thanks, not fun. I didn't find it fun. Sorry, Link's Awakening.
Well, that's the reason that I streamed it, because if I didn't have the help of like Rybo and some others, like a new chatter came in the last time, and they were a great help too, just giving me like tips when I needed it, is just what I needed to get through it. Otherwise, if it was me on my own, I would have given up a long time ago. But it's done. I have finished it, and I can rest.
Just in time.
Yeah, so what's next?
Now you can sleep.
I'm going to play more Stardew this weekend, Sean.
Nice. Oh, good choice. Yes.
That is a good choice.
I'm on fall day 1. That's where I left it. So I'm ready for fall season. So I'm ready to get back into Stardew as a nice little break from Link's
you sleep
Awakening.
at the end of every day on that game.
Yeah, thank God.
Hey, Amanda, you should love Stardew. Stardew punishes you for not going to bed on time.
I know. All of those games do. Fields of Mystria does the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh, gotta sleep.
Gotta sleep. Well,
Ever after falls, the ghosts come and take you and put you to bed very gently.
aw, well, that's sweet. I like that. I like that a lot. Well, Amanda, you mentioned Fields of Mystria. Maybe that's a good segue into what you've been playing. I see it here in your list.
Yes.
What you been doing?
So I'll be playing that again on Sunday. Haven't gotten too far. There's just a lot of hot people, so I'm distracted by all the hot people in Fields of Mystria. Everybody's still hot. Nobody has. I mean, they're like the older people. I'm sure they were hot.
Even in their prime, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm hoping this stream is when you get your pet, because it sounds like you can get your pet, and I'm hoping that I can.
Even the dragon's kind of hot right now.
See, everybody's hot.
Smash.
There's smash. No pass.
What?
Smash.
Smash.
I mean,
It's daddy right there. Look at that.
Earrings? Come on.
God, we're weird. Like, we're so weird.
I mean,
It's fine. It's fine. But it's a very good game so far. And I was watching a friend of mine who's way further than I am play it. And it gets better. The story gets pretty good. So I'm excited to pick it back up on Sunday. But look, Adeline is so cute. She's adorable.
Good pink hair.
Pink hair.
Yeah,
Love
pink
pink
hair.
hair. They all change outfits when the seasons change too. So I'm excited to
cute.
see. Some of them get spicy. We love it.
oh.
But yeah, so I'm excited to pick that back up on Sunday. But outside of that, we are unfortunately back to Celeste. It's a very unfortunate experience. We are in the core of the mountain. I had a sub goal and we hit it. Stinks. I hate it. It's not great.
Wow.
I mean,
Everyone's
thanks for
having real
support,
good
but-
fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Well, next stream, I have to play Little Nightmares 2 again because we also
Amazing.
Oh,
reached
yeah,
that
yes.
sub-goal.
I didn't know
So,
this.
Outside of being stressed, I'll be crying because the game is very spooky. So that'll be on Monday. I'll be playing more
Neck
of Little
mommy,
Nightmares.
neck
2. That's
mommy,
where I left
neck
off.
mommy.
Was Neck Mommy
Yes,
spooking
yes.
me. So that'll be on the list. And then I'll be gone in California for TwitchCon, but I'm going to utilize my 5-hour flight to play Xenobabe and beat Xenobabe. My boss is like, we should probably work on the plane. I was like, I got other things to do.
Absolutely not. Can you take
No
it
way.
easy?
No,
Absolutely
yeah. Oh my God.
Lay
not.
off.
He was like, we'll
Yeah.
connect to the Wi-Fi and we can probably work. And I was like, no, I'm
No.
going to play Xenoblade. I'm not working. I'm playing
On a
games. We're going
flight?
to a gaming event. I'm going to
Yeah.
play games. So,
Yeah.
So hopefully I can come back with a success story that I beat Xenobabe. So, and then just fork knife. Always fork knife. So, vibes.
Let's go.
I have
Yeah, I
so
don't know
many
about the
thoughts
work on the
this.
plane.
Yeah, I don't like this
Yeah,
at
I'm really
all.
upset about it. Yeah,
Yeah.
welcome to my life.
And,
You're not
and
sitting
like,
next to him, are you?
No.
Okay.
I picked,
there you
he was
go.
like,
Yeah.
he was like, you can sit next to me if you want. I was like, I'm gonna sit.
Hell
like,
no.
Ugh.
way over
in
there.
the back.
Ugh,
I'm gonna
man,
sit over there.
No.
So, I know.
Sit by
Yeah.
myself.
Yeah. Nothing,
I'll be sitting on the wing.
worse.
What row?
Yeah,
are
on
you
the
on?
outside,
plane.
just like Sean.
Get on the
Darn.
plane. Yeah.
So
Somebody like pulling out their laptop and working from the plane. I'm like, dude, like, If it's a very, like, if you're doing, like, a whatever, cross, international flight or something, then okay, maybe.
No.
Like, you need something to do. But, like, anything else. If you're talking about, like, a 5-hour flight, literally anything else.
I believe that the Wi-Fi on planes is purposely bad because you shouldn't work. It's like, just
You wanna
relax.
pay for it.
Thank you.
Read a
yeah,
book.
that was the other thing. I was like, I don't want to pay for Wi-Fi. So we
Knit
will be
something.
playing Xenobabe and beating Xenobabe. So that's
Very
what
good.
I'll be up to.
Yeah, a little crochet.
Yeah,
do a little-
get your
your
cross
knitting
Make a
done.
friend.
Yeah, make a friend.
Make
yeah,
a
talk
friend.
to some rando.
Make a
Be like,
friend.
you want to play
That's so
Mario
sweet.
Kart? You want to play Mario
That
Kart?
is
They're
sweet,
like,
yeah.
no.
You try to make a friend, they're like, I'm working. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
They're like, actually, I'm working. I'm like, no. Give the laptop. Let me show you a new world.
I
you
don't
know?
like that.
But yeah, so I will not be working. I will be playing Xenobabe, and then I'll
Nice.
just be prepping for Zelda.
That's my favorite segment of the show. It's not what you have been playing, but what you will be
What
playing.
you will be playing.
Yes.
Yeah, I
my
got a lot of
favorite.
things in the pipeline.
Yeah.
The future.
Locklith will be playing Stardew. You will be playing Xenoblade 3. Very
And
nice.
Little Nightmares too.
This makes me very happy.
By the
Yes.
way, it is funny because Amanda's like, oh, I can't believe we got to play Celeste and Little Nightmares. Did you not write these goals yourself?
Yeah, I did.
Isn't
Yeah.
I mean,
My community was like, Little Nightmares Celeste. I'm like, oh my
mean, look.
god, fine. But I will
just
say,
saying.
doing this extra part of Celeste, I'm doing better than I thought. I'm doing better
Yeah.
than I thought. So
you got
it
skills
doesn't
now.
end. We are not going to do the B-sides because I didn't collect the things. I just finally got the crystal hearts to unlock the core of the mountain. So that's
Yeah.
where we'll be.
Yeah. That's so fun. Did you get the one where you have to sit on the white block like Mario 3? It's my
Yes.
favorite one.
Yeah,
Ah,
we
so
used
good.
a guide.
so good.
And so
Oh,
I
you
was
did? Okay.
explaining that. So I explained
Yeah.
that to everybody. I was in the background. I was like, oh my god, that's kind of cool. So
Oh, Mario 3. So
We're
good.
Yeah,
getting called
so many
out by
references.
we're getting called out in the
Oh.
chat by Sean's brother, I think.
another
What's up,
good
Josh? That's nice. It's like the first time family's ever showing up for a non-extra life thing. That's kind of fun.
Wait, why did he ask? Is it plain or plain? PLANE or
We got word, we
PLAIN?
got word humor going on here.
little word
Plain
humor.
or plain?
Yeah.
I like
Little
it.
turn of phrase. Yeah.
Yeah.
Little Scrabble.
Turn a phrase.
Joshua Capri, don't work on the plane. Stop.
Yeah, stop working
Yeah.
on the plane.
Halt. What are you
You
doing?
don't need to do that. It's
Bring a
fine.
switch. Stop it.
Talk to
Treat
yourself.
yourself.
You're
That would
part
be
of the
better.
problem. No, I'm kidding.
Look anxiously
utterly-
into the middle distance like your boy.
No, Seth.
For the duration of the flight. Okay. Anyways. Sean, talk to me about Pokemon.
I will be playing Pokemon. I have been playing Pokemon.
Let's go.
Actually, I don't have it on the sheet. I never know where to talk about this other game that I've been playing. Ellie and I beat Cat Quest today. And it was so sweet. And she instantly went like, can we play Cat Quest 4? And I'm like, it doesn't work like that. They still have to make it.
Aw.
She's like, what about Cat Quest 2? And I'm like, oh, can I buy Cat Quest 2 right now? Like, is this
Here we go.
Lockleth? What do you think? Can I purchase?
Just do what
How's
you want,
this-
Sean. You always do.
Yeah, you always do. Exactly.
Yeah, what's the rule? Yeah, is this a loophole?
buy it.
It's a
There
gift
are
for
no
Ellie,
rules.
really. Yeah,
Yeah, it's a really a
there
gift.
are
It's
some
really a
rules.
gift. Well, don't sweat it because we've started New Game Plus. And explaining
Let's
what that
go.
is to Ellie has been really fun. It's basically you just play the game over again, and all the enemies are harder again, but you keep all your gear.
Is she
and
into it?
The rubber ducky is back. She's totally into it. Totally into
Nice.
it. We're going to play it tomorrow after. Actually, no. They've got dance after school tomorrow. Saturday, we will be playing Cat Quest 3 New Game Plus. But man, we almost like 100%ed this thing. Like we got all
Let's
the
go.
there's all these like bosses with posters on the wall, like bounties at the tavern. We got all those things. We were locked in. She's wandering around with like gold-plated hats and armor and everything. It's just it's been the best. So fun. Yeah, and a lot of people are shouting out Cat Quest in the chat and people in the Discord as well. I had no idea, you guys. I had no idea that that's what this game was, that it felt so great to play. It's so whimsical. I'm a dog person, as you guys know, even though they're all dead. But the
I was waiting on it.
Cat Quest,
Come on.
Cat Quest is pretty good. Cat Quest is pretty good. Is that not okay,
Oh
Amanda?
my god.
Is
So
that
that's
not
the
all right?
update that you didn't adopt that dog from last
Did not
week.
opt. No, we
Did not adopt the dog.
Yarden
Roll the
is
sad
gorgeous.
one. Roll the
Yeah.
sad one, Yarden.
Yeah.
Yarden, where are you? Yarden.
We were fostering a couple cats, but they found a new home. I was gonna make a bad
I was
joke there
like,
too, but
Jesus.
They have also died.
Sean.
yeah, just a dramatic pause for you guys.
Where's
We
your
took-
brother?
we
Does
took
your
good care
brother
of
hear
them. We took
this?
good care
Your
of
brother does. His brother
Does
doesn't.
Does
It's
your
like, it's
brother have a dog?
He's your problem right now. That's what he's.
We should. No, we won't bring that up. Cat Quest, very good. Surprise of the year. This will go down. It's just one of those special moments playing with
Game of
Ellie.
the year
'cause
moments.
We
Let's go.
use one chair. She just hops on my lap and we
Aw.
play with one chair. It's just she cuddles
Yeah.
right in, and it's the best. So very fun. Cat Quest. Okay. We did a tournament bracket. Last week, we did a tournament bracket, and whether or not, we discussed this on the show last week, whether or not
think we
this
did.
was the actual game or if there was voter fraud, we don't know. That's okay. It doesn't matter. Pokemon Legends, Arceus. I don't know where
Yep.
the colon goes.
You
Somewhere
put the
there.
colon in the right place. Yeah.
Nailed it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about, 12 hours in, 13 hours into this thing, and this
Wow.
is exactly what I want. Yes, Seth, in a week. I've been
Let's
playing
go.
this thing.
Yes.
I'm wandering around on my weird ear. Is that how you say it? I don't know how to say any of
Yeah.
these Pokemon names. Weird ear.
It is weird ear, yeah.
It's a weird ear.
Amanda's loving it.
Yeah. Am I doing okay?
Weird ear.
Weird
Oh,
ear.
man. I love that.
You got a weird ear?
Weird ear. He's got a
Riding
beard.
on that
weird
weird
ear's got a
ear.
beard. He kind of looks like
Weird
Seth.
ear?
He's like a old,
It's
like,
it's me.
it's
Yeah.
Seth.
It's you.
Yep.
Did you name it, or do you keep all your Pokemon as
I
their
keep it all
names?
the same. I keep it all the same.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
maybe I'll change it to Weird Ear. Maybe
Yeah.
that's what I'll change
Weird
it to.
ear with a weird
Yep.
beard. Yeah.
Yep. I've completed the Pokedex entry for a Bidoof and a Starly, so that's been pretty great. And I'm loving it, man. I got there's was one at the end, Cleaver. Is this a Cleavor?
Cleavor, yeah.
Cleavor. Yeah, he's set on fire with lightning from the sky.
Yeah.
And you got to call him down. You got to throw bombs at him and stuff and chill him out and everything. And I did that too. I'm playing the game. I'm doing pretty
I love
good,
it.
Seth. Yeah, it's pretty good. I'm really liking it.
Good. I'm glad you like it.
Amanda's talking to me, but she's on mute.
Oh,
But
sorry, I
that's
hit
okay.
it twice. I just want a stream of you pronouncing the names the way you think they are, because
Oh,
Poker
yeah.
rap, but with Sean
yeah,
doing it.
that's the
Yeah.
content I
Oh,
want.
no.
Cleavor, weird ear.
Cleavor? Clever. Is it clever?
Clever, yeah.
I could see it anyway. But I kind of just want to end the show and just go back and play it if that's okay with you guys, because I'm
Okay, bye.
kind of just all in. So see you guys later. I was
See
here
ya.
for the
Oh, yeah.
update, and I will continue to play this. It is it's pretty simple. Obviously, Pokemon game. I'm just kind of wandering around, but I've enjoyed. It's a podcast game. I sit there and I have
Totally,
lockless
yes.
videos going on the other screen. I watch Mitch was streaming earlier today, and I've got the rest of this week off until I start my new job on Monday. So I've got one more day. I can do whatever I want, and it's gonna
Let's
be
go.
Pokemon. What are you doing?
What?
I like how
What are
these
you
guys
laughing
just
about
they
over
just
there?
laugh, and it's just
From
like,
the
are you gonna
peanut
say?
gallery.
Yeah, exactly. You have something to share with the class over here, or what?
It's just funny. Probably every third stream, every third Nintendo Drive, Sean's on break or he's not working right now.
Yeah, I'm off work.
I'm on vacation.
He's done.
Yeah.
Just
You got
quit.
some
more.
stuff to burn at the, I
No,
get
I
it.
get it. It's just that's what made me laugh. I was like, man, I feel like he was just on vacation. Now he's on vacation.
I'm unemployed right now. I'm not even on
I don't have a
vacation.
job.
I got no job. I hope
My
when I show
job
up on
died
Monday,
just
I
like
still
everyone
have the
else.
job there.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Shows up
Yeah.
sorry, we don't need you. Oh no.
I'm like, ooh.
Don't put that out there. Or go back
Darn
to
it.
the old one like George Costanza. Just pretend like nothing
Yeah,
ever
just-
happened.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Just show up.
That's what Larry David did that at SNL,
Yeah.
actually. Yeah.
And I guess it worked, is
totally
what he said.
worked. Yep.
Yeah. It's funny.
So yeah, I know everybody played Pokemon Legend Arceus back in whatever year that was, but that's me. I'm playing the latest, greatest games on the Nintendo Switch, and talking about it here on our Nintendo podcast. The Nintendo.
I love
Look
it.
at you.
Yeah.
It just be
Sean,
Link's,
I didn't
Link's
play that
Awakening. And it's older.
There you go. Oh, that makes
You
me
didn't
feel
play
better.
it, Amanda? You didn't
No.
play it? Yeah.
A friend of mine the other day told me I should play Pokemon Snap. He was playing Pokemon Snap. He
Oh, I
goes,
love
"Why don't you play
Pokemon
this
Snap."
game?" And I was like, "Okay," but no, I didn't play Arceus.
I feel
Yeah.
like it's it's obviously not the same as Snap, but
Right.
I feel just like the Pokedex entries, there's just
Yeah.
a lot of wandering around and going to catch them or going to defeat them or going to see them use this move or whatever. It's a lot of that, so it's very chill. And I think the same thing with Pokemon Snap. You just kind of go through the same track and try to it just completes. It's almost like a collectathon. So very chill.
Okay.
And I love playing it when I'm playing it, actually. Like, all jokes aside, because when that game came out, there was just a bunch of nonsense around it. Like any game right now.
Yep.
So I get to just play it, and everybody's moved on. All the haters have moved on.
Nobody's
I get to
talking
just
about it.
Enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, are you talking Snap or Arceus?
Arceus.
Okay.
Yeah.
Arceus, Arceus. Oh, yeah.
Oh, see? The shoe's on the
I
other
don't know.
table, isn't it? Yeah.
On the other table.
The
Your foot,
turntables,
Sean.
the shoes foots, the shoes
Yeah.
Shoes foots? Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, maybe
Learn
I'll
how
use
the
it for
feet are
Snap.
flipped.
It is really nice. Yeah. Yeah, so I streamed it on Twitch last week, and I've been mostly playing it off because I don't know how great a stream game that is, because you're just
Sure.
kind of like wandering around doing
Brainlessly,
pretty much, which is
Yeah.
fine. Yeah.
I think
But I
people
like it.
stream it when they're looking for shinies, but I think that's any Pokemon
Right.
game. So
Yeah, just when you need to burn a couple hours.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like it.
I'm glad you like it. Yeah.
I really
It's,
like it.
It is funny because that game definitely came out of like the post Pokemon Go of like the Pokemon Company understands the sort of like primal good feeling nature of what it is to catch Pokemon. Just like
Yep.
throw a Pokeball and
Yep.
just catch something, because that's like the whole, to fill in a Pokedex entry, you're making like the first Pokedex, and so it's like go and catch whatever 20 Bidoofs. You
Yep.
know, and you have all these little challenges or whatever to complete their Pokedex entry. I love that game. It's probably my favorite Pokemon game, straight up.
Yeah.
So,
I don't think I can play any of the other ones after this.
yeah,
this
it's
is
good.
it. I don't know if I can do the entire Pokedex. Like
Sure.
because I definitely, like anybody else, like I definitely have, my favorite Pokemon. What's the
Which
Where's some of your
the
favorite?
plural?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
Yep. I like the Starly. I like the Bidoof and the Starly so far. And you gotta have your Pikachus. Eevees are in there as well. I don't know who else is in this game though, because this is early, right? But I'm like, I don't know how to say half of them, so you can't even.
Say it. Do it.
What's the Bidoof? I don't even know how to say it. He's like he's a water type. He's orange. He kind of sits. He looks almost like a
Floatzel?
gopher.
Buizel?
Yeah. What's he called?
Yeah. Buizel or Floatzel?
Yeah, I wouldn't know how to say that. I don't
Yeah.
like
I just
him.
wanted you to try.
I don't like him. Yeah,
Did
but
you
I
find
like
a
a-
Whooper?
not yet. Not
Okay,
yet.
please find one.
Wormpole
Does the
though.
Wurzel have
Wormples
like
are
the
cute.
Yeah, Wurmple.
inner tube thing?
Yeah, they have like a little inner tube around them. It's like
Yeah.
a big orange
Oh.
otter looking thing.
Witzel, is that right? Buitzeo?
Yeah, I always say it like Buizel because it's like weasel, but I don't know.
That makes sense.
Oh yeah, yeah. I don't like them though. So I won't be.
Yeah.
I guess the point is I won't be completing those Pokedex
Sure.
entries.
There's
but the
a
ones that I
Ponyta.
like. Yeah.
Yep.
Started with Rowlet. Rowlet was sweet.
Yes.
Has now
Let's go,
evolved
Rowlet.
into whatever the heck that's called. Looks like Joe Perry from Aerosmith. The guitarist from Aerosmith. Kind of got like the hair.
Yeah, the little hair. Yeah, for sure.
Almost like
Yeah.
Rogue. It may be a better reference.
Yes,
Rogue
Amanda.
from X-Men. Yeah.
Who was your starter Pokemon?
Rowlet.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry,
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
the starters in that game, so.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I thought you
Rowlet.
scooped them up on the way. Sorry.
Yeah.
Kind of did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah,
At the
kinda
start.
just like scooped them up. The start is something else though. That
Yeah.
took me like 2 hours to like get into the game. That was
Right.
That
Before
was
they
a
cut
lot.
you loose. Yeah.
yeah. Let me just go wander around. Yeah.
Let me do me.
Well,
So I think that's
Yeah.
kind of how I'm gonna approach it. If I ever get kind of I'm doing this same thing over and over again, I'll go push the story over a little bit more, and then I'll do Pokedex entries for some of my
Yeah.
favorites. So
Totally. Yeah.
yeah,
I love it. I'm glad you're
Yeah.
enjoying it.
me too. I'm playing
Nice.
a game I like.
that's not how you play games, Sean. You're supposed to play games you don't like.
Find the ones you hate. Yeah.
Find the ones you
I
hate.
taught you guys
Duh.
the way. The last story.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
But you didn't finish it. We are finishing.
Sure
games.
didn't.
So.
Nope. and I never will.
Okay. that's
No, I don't
fine.
think I will.
Bring it to Extra Life and let somebody else finish it.
The whole Wii. Just bring a
Oh,
whole
yeah, just
entire
bring
bring
the
the
Wii
whole
setup.
Wii. Yeah.
Yeah. Just cumbersome
Just bring
setup.
your Wii on the plane, Sean.
Oh my
Just
God.
do it.
Just like
Whip out your
Some
Wii on the
Wii
plane.
Sports on the plane.
Oh,
God, hit
no.
the person next to you.
whip out your
Yeah.
Wii on the plane.
Oh no!
Come.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, that's filthy.
Don't worry, he'll be on top.
Now
No one will
that-
see.
I'm on the
Oh!
plane. Just in the wind.
Anybody who listened to the show last week will
Oh
have heard the loud collective groan that I said for doing a dry run. They're talking
yeah.
about whipping the plane out on top or whipping the Wii out on top on the plane.
The girls do
And
what
it's
they
the
want,
most-
Seth.
and it's just the most mild reaction. Ah, ha, ha. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just like, y'all, come on.
What
is
a fun
this?
joke.
Oh, what a funny joke. We have
my
fun
God.
here. What a dirty, silly little joke.
my
Anyways,
Yeah.
I'm not bitter at all. I get held under the microscope. You know
Oh,
what I'm
same
saying?
here. You and me both. You and me both.
Holy vey.
As I
Okay.
say in IRL life, that's fair.
Yeah, right. Okay, let's talk about. I have a couple of games that I want to share with y'all this week. I've been playing a
Please.
lot of stuff, but I have two that I want to highlight on the show this week. The first one, it just came out today. It's called Grapple Dogs: Cosmic Canines, the sequel to Grapple Dog, which came out, I think, a few years ago. I've been playing this. I got this. All in got a code for this maybe like a week ago, and I've already played through the whole thing. I've already like 100%ed the thing, and I loved it. I really enjoyed the first Grapple Dog as well, but this one to me is the perfect follow-up. It's the perfect sequel to the first game. Like, this is a kind of Game Boy Advance looking 2D platformer where you play as a dog with a grappling hook.
Oh,
That's
now
like
we're
kind of
talking.
the-
Dog
Yeah.
games. Yes.
Yeah, dog games. No more cat games, dog games. You might want to skip ahead in this video a little bit, Sean, to get to the actual gameplay. There's a little bit of preamble. There's a little bit of rigmarole here.
I kind of like the little boat you're driving around.
But it
in.
is cute. Yeah, a little cute little boat. There we go. You play as Pablo, this little dog here. And he's got a grapple hook. You can unlock different grapple hooks. I'm showing off a little death animation there, but you can get different grapple hooks as you go throughout the game. Like, I'm using a watermelon on Pablo in this video. His grapple hook just looks like a watermelon. It's really cute. It's just like a fun, like, fast-moving 2D platformer with a really cute art style. In this game, they introduced a second character called Luna, who is like Pablo's Shadow the Hedgehog, basically. Like, she's like black and red. She's like edgy. She has a gun, just like Shadow the Hedgehog does. And
Yes.
yeah, it rules. Like, it's just so, the art is so cute. The music has this kind of like Jet Set Radio kind of flavor to it, like hip hop, New Jack Swing kind of flavor to it. It just feels so good to play. The level design is so good. I loved it. Like, I just had such a great time with this. Pablo can punch crates. It rules. I recommend it
shout
to
to
any
Pablo.
fans. Yeah, to Pablo.
Oh, got a good wall jump in there. Okay.
Wall jumps. Yep, you got collectibles off the beaten path there, and yeah, it's just really, really good, man. And I liked the first one, but this is just one of those perfect sequels where it truly does improve upon the first one in every way. Yeah, I loved it.
Nice.
Really, really good. If you skip ahead a little bit, Sean,
Oh, do whatever we want.
maybe there's some Luna gameplay in there somewhere.
Is that Luna?
Bunny.
No, that's his girlfriend. That's
Oh,
Pablo's
well
girlfriend.
done. Well
romance.
done.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
romance in the game, love it.
Yeah, that's Pablo's girl. There's Luna. This is Luna has like a little air dash, and she has like her gun, so it's almost like a twin stick sort of thing. You can move like the reticle around, but Luna also has like a little fun air
good
dash
dash.
as well.
Oh.
Platforms, what are those? They look like
Yeah,
whales.
they're like whales. So it's like a multiverse kind of story. Like, you go to all these different universes in this one. One of them is a black and white, like 1920s noir universe ruled by cats, and it's called Casablanca.
Oh, no.
It's really good.
We're good with the dogs. Bring back
yeah.
the dogs.
Sean,
Yeah.
they're
It's
being
really good.
accommodating to all the people.
Sean,
Such
Come on.
Just have a seance.
I'm trying to.
Seance.
There's all this
come
like
Sean
there's all
C.
this
seance.
there's all these like little off the beaten path things. I'm trying to like kind of jank my way up here and try to find if there's any collectibles. Spoilers, there's not up there. I do finally get up there, and there's nothing up there. But anyway, I really loved it. I had a great time with it. I would recommend it to just about anybody. There's some really good accessibility options. Like, if you find it too hard, just like Celeste, you can just jump infinitely if you want to.
Oh, beautiful.
You can make yourself invincible if you want to. It's great. It's just a really good sequel. Here we go. We're
Water
underwater.
level.
Yeah, Pablo's swimming around, finding collectibles, finding grappling hooks. Yeah,
What
I
are you
love it.
collecting?
good
What are
video.
those? Are those
Little
oranges?
berries.
Oh, berries.
Little berries. Yeah.
Sorry.
Dogs
And
love
you can-
berries.
Yeah,
Okay.
and you can use them at Tony's shop. You can buy new grapple hooks. You can buy little outfits for your characters. So
Thanks, Tony.
Nice.
Yep, it's
Cool
great.
game.
It
Really, really
looks
good.
so well done.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. Oh yeah.
When
and
are you
each,
going to talk about a game that you hate
Yeah, I mean, I can if you want me to. There's probably some.
that you're going to complete?
Next week.
Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah. Everybody else is playing games they hate and
Yeah.
are playing anyway.
Next week.
Each world has like elemental kind of abilities. So I'm in this kind of like grass themed world. So I have this like grass sword that I can like throw out and use to attach to walls, and like it's awesome.
So good. That looks
Yeah.
great.
Could watch this
Good
all
game.
day.
Yeah.
Yeah, good game. And the next one that I'll shout out is another. I'm playing platformers recently, like 2D platformers. The other one I want to shout out is Gimmick 2, which is a random sequel to a like 30-plus-year-old game on the Famicom called Gimmick. Kind of like it only came out in Japan and Europe, I think. But it's kind of like a cult classic. Like people, people that are into like retro games know about Gimmick. They made a sequel to it in 2024. These guys, Bitwave, who made a game called Wonderling years ago that I also loved, they got the rights to make a sequel to Gimmick, and it's awesome. Like, it's just like this. I love like the platforming is so interesting. It's like kind of physics based. Like you have this little star that you can summon and throw out, but you can also like ride on the star. You can jump on it and let the star kind of carry you throughout the areas of the level. It's just a really like unique kind of style. I've never played anything exactly like it. Here's maybe an example. You kind of have to like use the physics. Now the star hits a little button that I can use to create platforms to jump on. It's really inventive and cool. I like it a lot. The music is done by David Weiss, who's most known for Donkey Kong Country. So it's
snap.
so like it's got some Donkey Kong Country flavor to the music. The art is really like just clean and pretty, and it's really colorful and cute. I love it, man. It's the kind of game that like that's going to go under the radar, I think, for a lot of people. But if you're looking for like a kind of challenging but interesting 2D platformer, I highly recommend it. I love it. So
It kind of looks like Kirby.
there is a
damn
skin in this game that just is a Kirby skin. Like because you can find like different hats for him and different like color palettes and stuff for him, and one of them just is Kirby. It's like pink body, red shoes. Yeah.
Look
It's
at
I was
That
literally
also
just
looks
about
like
to
a
say
game.
how great this looks, and then you got to go evoke Kirby.
Well, Sean, you can't love everything. So
I guess not.
Maybe this is your game.
It
You
looks
hate
great
it,
though.
but-
Like legitimately, it looks incredible. So smooth. I love the animation. I love the art style. Very nice.
Yeah.
And now the music with Donkey Kong music up in here.
Yeah,
Very nice.
he killed it with the soundtrack. Like I was so into it. This has
wanna listen.
there's an assisted mode as well, which gives you more health, and like the platforms. It's like not baby mode though. Like they did a really good balance of like it's still challenging, but they just give you a little like where there would normally be only one platform, now there's two. To give you a little bit of leeway, give you like 2 extra hit points of health. Stuff like that. It's great.
It
This
really
level
does
in
look like
particular, the music in this level is so Donkey Kong. Like, you could listen to the song, the music in this level, and just close your eyes, and you're like, yeah, this is just a Donkey Kong game. Like,
Nice.
yeah, it rules.
Tell us, Sean, what does it sound like?
I keep turning it up, but it's Seth talking, so I won't be able to concentrate.
Yeah.
My brain will
Oh.
melt. So
You're gonna,
Okay.
you're gonna hear me talking in the video and me in real life.
yeah.
Ooh.
yeah, it's great. Gimmick 2, just good. Yeah, really good. Like well-made 2D platformers this week.
Nice.
So, yeah, play them both. Really good.
Both. Look at that guy with the flag. Wait, he's
Little
so
cat.
chunky. He looks so
Yeah.
cute.
Yeah, I was playing this. Matt was with me when we were making this video, and we were wondering, because my character looks like him right now, and we were wondering if he changes depending on your outfit. He does not. The outfit that I had just happened to be the cat outfit. It was just a coincidence.
Oh my
Amazing.
god,
So-
the hat's so cute. Look at your little bomber hat. What the heck
Yeah.
is that?
There's a ton of different little hats and like and things to find, and different stars. Like you can get different color stars. So, and see, like
Oh.
this is a good example. You have to like solve this little puzzle of like, how do I throw the star around and use the physics and like time my jumps and everything. Like what do I do here, right? So
Are you gonna make this
I
one? Oh, you got it.
Oh, look
You got
at
it.
that.
Nailed it.
Big
because I
Wow.
could
Pro
recall
gamer.
the star, and then it made the other platform come out. Yeah. So
Wow.
yeah, cool game.
Nice.
I like
Cool
it a lot.
game. Nice.
Yeah.
Nicely
Anyway,
job.
yeah, nicely job. That's what I've been playing.
I like it.
Y'all
Good
want to get into
games.
some questions? What do you think? Questions?
I love questions.
Sure.
Well, we have a few this week, and which is just as well because we've already spent an hour just talking about video games of all things.
Who knew on this video
Yeah, I
game?
mean-
People give us a hard time about not talking about Nintendo. You know,
We talk
spent
about Nintendo.
the better part of an hour talking about video games.
We talk about video games here on this show. Sue us. You
Yeah.
know?
Please don't.
Please don't. Actually,
We have
probably.
Locklith, but it's going to be
Oh, yeah,
expensive.
that's true.
Locklith isn't free.
That's true. But we'd have to pay for that
Expensive.
kind of coverage.
Just like freedom.
Expensive.
I'm
yeah, freedom isn't free either.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Cost $1.05.
Anyway,
Okay.
that's about tree fitting.
Tree fitty.
All right, we only have a few questions. We're going to get to them here. Quaggy comes in and says, "It is I, the Quaggy, king of the Xenobabes. Which price point do you expect Switch 2 to launch at?" Been seeing a lot of this kind of dialogue happening on the internet in the wake of Sony revealing the PS5 Pro this week, and it's going to be like $700 US.
Yeah.
A lot of people are wondering, like, well, what, like, kind of your move, Nintendo? Like, now you announce hardware, and what is your price point going to be? And I guess I'm curious. I mean, as Quaggy is, what do we think Switch 2 is going to be priced at? What would you pay for it? What do you want it to be priced at? Like, where are you kind of at with this? What are y'all thinking?
What was the
the
OLED? Because I
price.
don't even remember.
$349, I think. I think
Yeah, it was up there.
$349.99. Yeah. I think it's $199 for the light. I think it's $299 for the regular, and then $349 for the OLED. I guess it's impossible to know.
It's
There's
impossible.
no way to
know.
find out.
Yeah. We can just
We
look
can't
up
look
Nintendo.
it up. No, we can't.
Nintendo Switch MSRP is what I'll look
I've
up
got all
here.
these funny dollars. So when I
yeah,
look it up, it's all.
Sean's is made up money.
Yeah. That PlayStation 5
Yeah.
Pro is $1,000 in Canada.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
wild. Yeah, it's wild.
I mean, I could jump on the PlayStation Drive and maybe talk about that. I think we're gonna. It's an interesting question. Before I even jump into it, I want to shout out Quaggy for having an intro to his questions, a standardized
I
intro
love it.
like many of us have on our podcast. I encourage others, just make it good. You know, you jump in
Right.
on the fun, but like Quaggy's is excellent. Just know that. Like if you try it, you jump in and it's not good, it's like,
He's improved.
yeah. Mm-hmm. I can't do
I was
the
right.
equally loved kind of thing for all the intros.
Okay, I was waiting
We'll see.
for it.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
Stay
We'll see.
tuned.
Fulia says $11.99 in Australia. I mean,
Oof.
I have
Dude.
thoughts on all this situation that people aren't going to like, especially as somebody who's not paying anything for video games this year. But I mean, like it's expensive. I just quote unquote bought Space Marine 2 using gifted money, and I didn't realize like new games in Canada are like $100 now.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that
my
happened.
God.
I didn't know that happened. So when I think about that, how much does it cost to buy a game, and then how much does it cost to buy the system to play the games? Like I feel like there maybe should be a relation there somewhat. Like is it 10 games? Is it 5 games? Like I don't know. But things are changing, man. That's the crappiest thing. None of us want to pay more money for stuff. But PlayStation is the market leader in sort of like that console space. And Nintendo, I think, could do whatever they want, I guess is the shortest answer. But their strategy really with the Switch has been to have multiple Switches in the household, right? So I think that's going to cap them some way.
Right.
They can't charge you $1,000 even though everybody wants a Switch and they can't wait for a Switch 2. So I have a hard time saying like what's the most I'll pay for it because it's like I'm in. I love my Switch.
too.
I love
Yeah,
my
I'm with you.
OLED. Like there's hardcore PlayStation fans out there who I think Ryan Turford is one of them who can't
Right.
wait to buy a PS5 Pro, and I would say I'm right there with Switch 2. You know, like irrationally so that they could announce it. It will be a price, and I will put my name down for day one. You know, so it's a tricky spot.
Lachlan, what are you looking at your watch
doing
for?
math.
I'm totaling up my Switches that I own. and
Exactly.
sure.
Exactly.
I would,
Yeah.
would have paid for one already.
Right.
Yeah.
Nice.
But
Yeah.
it's spread out. It's not all at once type
A
of
payment
purchase. Yeah.
Layaway.
Yeah, layaway. Put my Switch 2 on
like
layaway.
buying a couch, you know?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Going to the rent-a-center.
Buying a couch.
I can't.
Or a
I kind
fridge.
of feel like that's how Nintendo works to their advantage, though, giving people, knowing that their audience, I think, out of everybody's, has the younger demographic, kinda,
Right.
to an extent. And at least they're the ones really pushing for the younger demographic to come in and start with their system, have their system be their first system. I think they use it to their advantage to put it at a lower price point so that people do purchase more than one, especially, you think of the Animal Crossing community. If
Yeah.
it's the same situation when the new one comes out that is now, people don't care. They're like, oh, $400 or $500, okay. But you make that $1,000, it's like,
Lachlan puts her hoodie up,
Just hiding away.
goes incognito.
goodbye. So, I don't know. I could see them coming. I definitely think they'll come in at a lower price point. I think they'll use it to
Yeah.
their advantage. And I think they'll stay there because people will be like, okay, well, I could buy a Switch and it's more affordable than, I mean, like, I couldn't afford a PS5 Pro tomorrow if I wanted to. But
Right. I'm with you. I think you're right. I think, well, and Nintendo has had this strategy too with both their software and their hardware of like, we actually don't need to be the most powerful thing on the market. We just have to make good video games.
Yep.
And so we just make good video games and we do it for more cheaply than the competition. And we produce hardware that is less expensive than the competition. And, there is some like Nintendo fans will buy it regardless or whatever, because Nintendo has kind of built and earned that cachet with their audience, right? But it's also because they do prioritize that sort of thing, like accessibility and cost effectiveness over power, even though people make fun of them for whatever, for like having lower frame rates and graphics and stuff like this. Nintendo doesn't care about that, and it hasn't hurt them one bit on the market, right? Where it really matters. So yeah, like they're going to come in and make this thing like affordable for people, I think. It's not going to be, $700 US. And it's going to be, I mean, absolutely, right? It's not going to be, and it's also, it's going to have like, I think less powerful parts than, their competitors, but they're also not really their competitors. Their competitors are like Steam Deck, right? Like that's what I think Nintendo would be looking at as competition more so than Sony or Microsoft at this point. I think, and
No,
like
I
if
agree.
I'm Nintendo, I would be looking at like pricing this thing similarly to a Steam Deck. I would say, I think the entry level Steam Deck is $399, and for me, I think Switch 2, Switch Pro $399 sounds good to me. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's kind of where
I
I
don't know.
expect them to come in. I could see them hitting like $399, $400, and being like, we're good here. We're good here. Especially like, if it is backwards compatible, I could see them sitting there and be like, you know what? People will want it and they'll buy it and they'll be able to buy multiple if they need to.
it will be backwards compatible, and I like it's funny because like I saw like rumors going around like Nate the Hate says it's going to be backwards compatible. I'm like, you guys, I don't know how many times I gotta say it. You can roll back the tape. I was saying this like 2 years ago. Like, it's gonna be backwards compatible. Of course it will be, So they're gonna market this thing like they did everything else. Like, yeah, you are gonna be able to upgrade from your old Switch to this. You're gonna be able to still play all your old games on it and stuff like that, And it's gonna make a lot of sense for a lot of different people. And I think another advantage that the Switch OLED had is because the Switch OLED came in at just $50 more than the standard Switch. New people coming into the ecosystem were like, I might as well just buy the OLED. You know what I mean? PS5 Pro doesn't have that. Like, PS5 Pro is like $200 more than the standard PS5. Doesn't even come with like the vertical stand. So like, it's not really a good business proposition for somebody coming into the ecosystem to just say, well, I might as well buy this like more premium product. They could position Switch 2 as being the kind of thing where if you're seeing them side by side, yes, they're both being marketed and they're both on the shelf at the same time, but might as well just get Switch 2, That's kind of where I feel like they're going to go with this. But I don't know. Interested to hear thoughts.
I totally agree with you. I'm so on board with everything you just said, and I think that's the move they'll make. I think there'll be a good price point that's affordable for people who've wanted a Switch or who are ready to upgrade to whatever the upgrades are in the Switch 2, especially the people who have the Switch Lite. Like, that's what pushed me to get the OLED. I was like, same position. I was like, I could get the Switch or I can get the Switch OLED. I was like, well, I might as well get the OLED because to your point, it wasn't that much more expensive. I was like, oh, this is perfect. I think we'll see a lot of people transition over to Switch 2, and I think it will be a price point that Nintendo feels like, yeah, our community base will be okay with this. I think it would be wild of them, I guess, but also kind of not surprising if they really skyrocketed it. Sorry.
Skyrocketed it.
If they were to really skyrocket the price, but I just don't see them doing that.
I think $4.99 is the ceiling. I don't think it's any
like
higher than
max.
$4.99. Yeah, that's where I'm at. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see it $4.99. It's interesting because they'll be having to guess a little bit, assuming that this is coming out within the next 12 months or so.
Right.
They now know where PlayStation is at with the Pro. And it looks like Xbox is going to be announcing some hardware in the holiday. I think Sarah Bond had said that over on Xbox. So we'll kind of find out. But kind of what I was alluding to before was like we're in a new era of like how much does it cost to play video games? You know, and in the past, $4.99, $5.99 was like the death point. Like you just could not, you know, PlayStation 3 I think was originally at $5.99 US, which was considered just like you could not sell it at that point. But they want to sell more in the house, I think is the biggest thing. And they can really just cash in on all the goodwill they've been generating over the last little while. So what was the death price point, $5.99, I could see them going up to that, but probably $4.99. It seems like they've like left that this entire time. They probably could have had the OLED at $4.99 and people would have bought it there because Nintendo people are nuts, but they haven't just yet. The thing that like is really missing from the conversation is like, what does it do? Like we talk about backwards compatibility, but like how big is the screen and what is it, LCD or is it OLED? And the funny thing is like most people don't care or know, honestly, and I kind of love it. And that's what I've been enjoying just doing this podcast with you guys about, because like PlayStation Land is exploding right now over what the thing can do versus what it can't do, and it's an insatiable need. I don't envy PlayStation and Xbox at all right now, because you got this fan base, these gamers out here who want the thing to do everything, all the frames, all the resolutions, all the things, and keep it under this sanctity of this price point of under $4.99, right? Like it's impossible. It's an impossible place to live. And Nintendo's like, you did that to yourself. Like that's what happens when you chase frames and all the like frames per second and all this other stuff. So Nintendo can just continue to avoid that conversation because the rest of the gaming world is destroying itself, just completely destroying even the fun of it.
Agreed.
So I'm kind of hopeful that we just get a console that has a great game that comes out at launch, and you know that we can just play and have fun with the games we already own. That might sound simple. That might sound like a fanboy thing to say, but I'm so tired of the rest of the conversations surrounding. I guess I'll just get a PC then, or a gaming PC. It's like, okay, when was the last time you priced one of those out? Yeah, and really? What's it gonna do? Like, it's nonsense. So you don't even have to do that in Nintendo Land because none of us even know what the screen is made out of. Who cares? You know. So it doesn't play Mario. So then it'll just be. Is it GameCube and NSO, something weird like that? To like, what exclusives are there? That's what I'm most interested to see. Backwards compatibility makes a lot of sense. So games that are released for the Switch now, can they work with the next one? But there's always that weird like crossover transition period, right, where both systems are very well supported. That's really tricky. So a game, let's say the Switch 2 comes out April 1st, and there's a game that is released April 14th. Will they release that game on Switch 1 and Switch 2? Like, I wonder how they kind of handle that, because it's not as consumer friendly to make exclusives, but it certainly makes it a lot cleaner and easier to make the case for you should buy the second one because these games are only available over here. So that'll be a tricky place for us to kind of navigate because we're used to, I guess, forward and backwards compatibility now. But things get a little bit confusing now when people want their old stuff to continue to work, but they also want a real compelling reason to buy the new thing as well. So tie all that in with price points and functionality and everything. So we'll have to see. We'll have to wait and see. So it's tough to say, like, what is it going to cost? We still have to find out a lot more about it.
I like that you picked April Fool's Day for the announcement. That's great. That's really going to get the people going, you know?
Yep. I'll be right back, guys. I have to kill a spider.
Oh, get it.
I'll be back.
Get it, Seth. Nice. I
but
wonder
yeah.
what kind of spider.
Sean, I love that. I love your point of like we don't care what it looks like or how it performs. I feel like when I looked at the OLED versus the normal Switch, I was just like, I don't know, it looks brighter. I don't
It's
really
bigger.
care.
It's got a better kickstand.
Yeah, I was like, I just want to play. I want to be able to dock the Switch and play it on a screen. That's what I cared about.
Yeah.
So no, I totally agree that we're not gonna care if it runs games. Beautiful.
Yep.
Beautiful. I feel like there'll be that gaggle of people who are like, it's not 4K, it's not this, it doesn't run fast. It's like, who cares? Guess what?
But they've been here this whole time, Amanda. Like, you're right.
Yeah.
And it's funny that I'm playing Pokemon Legends Arceus right now because everybody was up in arms about how that game performed, and whether now, and I've been there as well. I've been there on game. Like I stopped playing Monster Hunter Stories 2 because it didn't run well enough. So it's not quite black and white. I think sometimes you can the game is fun and you play it regardless. And sometimes you wish that it ran better. And that's just where Nintendo's been at lately, Lachlan.
I played Lake anyways.
I mean, yeah,
Like,
exactly.
the infamous Lake.
That's
the
kind of the
ultimate
craziest
test.
thing is if you're not touting your system as the most powerful ever, then you don't have that claim to live up to anymore. Like you realize this thing is a handheld and it's kind of a miracle that any of these games work at all on it. So that's great. But like what has been crazy about the Switch this 7 years is like we've been surprised so many times when games are like, oh, this is on Switch? Like Doom is on Switch? That's insane. Or The Witcher 3 or some of these games that have come over is kind of nuts. So I'm really excited to see whatever this upgrade is. Obviously, it will be in more advanced technology. But like, what other game will we be surprised comes over to Switch 2, right? And it's not just the first party stuff. I think whatever the new Zelda game, the new Mario game, those will all blow us away, I'm sure. But what other third party stuff comes over that makes us want to pay whatever this thing is going to cost to play the whole library of games, Amanda?
You know what I think about a
The
lot?
hands.
How
Question with
crazy-
Daddy.
Hey, Dad, I have a quick question.
Oh, man.
I love to think about how it is that these systems do play these games. My brother sent me a Snapchat the other day. He has the Animal Crossing Japanese game, the Japanese version for his N64, and he sent me a Snapchat of it torn apart, and I was like, what are you doing? He goes, the battery died. So he deconstructed it and swapped out the battery and got it to work again. And I was like,
Wow.
I just think of that and then think of this little itty bitty cartridge that goes in this console and can play these games that just for the most part are rendered well, they run well, there's no issues. I'm just like, pew, mind blown.
Yeah,
Side tangent.
it just
but-
works. Seth,
Yeah.
have you murdered the spider?
It was a really big spider.
Oh, really?
How big?
Yeah.
How big?
Huge.
Like palm of
Huge.
your hand?
Yeah, huge.
Did you feel it?
No, I mean, it just
was the
it
murder
got
weapon?
a shoe. It was a shoe.
Shoe.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the library?
Had babies all over its back. Yeah.
Oh, no.
It was huge. Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
You needed a flamethrower.
Well, yeah, we used the shoe, just, crushed it into oblivion. Babies went everywhere and sprayed the whole thing down with bug spray.
Oh, my
Oh my
gosh.
god.
My
That's
wife-
spooky.
My wife, opened up the office door and she's looking at me. She's crying.
Oh,
and I was like,
no.
guys, I got to step away. I'm sorry.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah. Wow, Mr.
Wow.
Pike. Wow. Did
Yeah,
you take
Mr.
her out to
Pike
dinner?
is very-
I heard she's a web designer. Yeah.
Very witty.
It was very Australian coded, Fulia. The
Boy is
spider.
like child's
Huge.
play.
Yeah. Anyway,
Ew.
sorry. I didn't mean to disrupt.
That's okay.
What were we talking about? Switch 2?
Still on Switch 2. What's it cost?
Yeah.
That kind of stuff. Question in the chat. Joshua Capri says, so Zarina, this is his partner, is wanting to buy either Switch or Switch 2. Should she wait? If she gets Switch 2, can we play together online when I have a Switch 1? What do y'all think? There's a lot there, Seth.
You work at Nintendo, Sean, so you tell us.
That's true. Yeah,
That's
me.
true. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
most of those things I don't think that we can answer. We would assume you can play together,
I think so.
but really
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah, we don't
Waiting
know.
is an interesting thing. I think, if you have a Switch now, I would wait and share,
Right.
and then kind of see what the next one is. I wouldn't be in a rush to add a second Switch, especially when I was playing Exit 8 in front of Josh and Zarina at Christmas time, and Zarina was one who asked, like, why is this fun? Why are you having a good time with this? I'm like,
Shout out to Zarina.
how do I answer this question? Like, what do you mean? You don't get it? It's so great.
I'm having so
Look
much
at
fun
it.
right now.
Yeah, everything's the same, but when it isn't, you lose. Obviously, that's fun.
She's
So,
like, so how is this fun?
you're just walking slowly down a basic hallway.
It's scary.
To the
It's
subway
scary.
terminal.
Exactly.
Look
Very
at this man, Zarina. Look at this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's smiling at me. I hate it.
Yeah,
It's
it's
got
funny.
eyes.
A lot of people have questions like this, right? And it's up to Nintendo to communicate it. You know, like that's the kind of stuff. That's something that I think a lot of people are not really entering into their calculus. I think a lot of people want Nintendo to reveal this thing sooner rather than later, but they have to answer a ton of questions.
Yeah, big time.
When they do that, you know, like the reveal has to answer, like, yeah, does this thing operate like a beefed up Switch 1?
Yeah.
And can we still play together? Like how are these things going to interplay? Is it going to be backwards compatible? Price, release date? Like they've got to get it. It kind of has to be like that Switch 1 reveal event where they just dedicate like a ton of time to it. The launch lineup, all this stuff. Like they kind of have to do that again.
Yeah, big old
You know?
direct, explain everything.
Yes.
This is and it's interesting because the situation is completely flipped, right? Where
Right.
with the Switch they had to convince you, and at that time they hadn't convinced me that all the things that were wrong with the Wii U would now be fixed, that there would be third-party support and all these other things. And now it's the opposite. Now the presentation is, we're not going to screw this up. Before it was, we've changed everything, we've learned, everything is fixed. Now it's, we haven't changed anything, everything's going to work, everything's going to carry over, right? Because there's a lot of things that went really well with the Switch that people want to see carried on, which completely makes sense. Even the name, honestly, I think is going to be a big part of it. It's got to be a
Yeah.
good name.
That's going to be a big part. And like what color the Joy-Cons are they going to follow suit with
And
the
do they
original
work?
Switch? Do they work?
Yeah, do they work?
What do they do? Do they? What is it? So there was somebody who was like someone who claims they saw it. They're like, oh, they magnet to the Switch. It's like,
That's
I
been the
remember
rumor
that.
for a while.
yeah, like okay, sick. What happens?
Yeah.
Like when
Well,
my magnets break.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many things they could do if they had, like, I saw a mock-up that I thought was really cool and interesting, where it was like, you know, it looked like a Switch with like, yeah, the magnet rail Joy-Cons, but there's also rails and like it can magnetize to like the top side as well, so you can flip it up vertically and it can do a 2-screen
That'd be
like
great.
DS thing.
Yep.
And I'm like, yes, please.
Make it a clamshell design. That's what I
I'd
want
be
the Switch
down
to
for
be.
that. You know?
Yeah,
And-
like a 3DS clamshell.
yeah, I'd be down.
Amanda
for that.
gave me a face, so I just want to know. Like that's what we refer, right? That's what we
Clamshell.
call it, the clamshell.
Yeah,
For
clamshell.
3DS.
Yep.
Yeah.
The
Kinda
word
opens it.
clam is very funny to me, so you said
Clam.
clamshell.
Clam. Yeah, clams.
Clam.
Yeah, I don't know, but I mean, yeah, I mean, I'm in on whatever this is, and I
Day
think
one.
a lot of people are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot
Anybody
of
who's
people are
making
ready.
fun
You
of
got
the
me.
PS5 Pro price point right now, like just be careful
couple
because
years.
Nintendo going to launch whatever they launch, and we're
The
going to not
monkey's
ask
paw.
questions. We're gonna, we're just gonna buy it. So
And give it
Yeah,
a couple
for
years,
sure.
and we'll be up there too.
Well, what?
Right.
Let
This'll
me
take
just
longer.
look. Like,
We'll buy
what
2
is
of
the
them.
Steam Deck
Yeah.
price? Steam Deck.
I feel like the
prices.
price you gave is low. I feel like it's higher.
Isn't there 700? Isn't there
thought
like a
there was a
700
okay.
1,000 one.
option?
So the standard Steam Deck, the LCD is $349.
Wow, really?
Good price
Yes. The 512 gigabyte one is $449. Then you have one that's $399 for $256. Then we start getting to OLED. You got a $549 OLED and a $649 OLED.
These two are about to buy a Steam Deck, dude.
I'm like, why don't I
Like,
have
oh,
a
you don't
Steam
say.
Deck?
They're on sale right now.
Oh my god, that's a great price.
Why am I looking
Yeah.
at eShop games? I should be saving
Yeah,
my
We should
money.
just be buying a Steam
But-
Deck.
This right here, though, is why I think they need to price it competitively, because of that, exactly what you guys
Yeah.
just went through right now. Is like, well, hang on. You know what I mean? So if the Switch comes in and it's $599 or whatever, you are going to see people being like, why the hell don't I just buy a Steam Deck?
I can
know what I
play
mean?
Sea of Stars on Steam Deck.
Great
Yeah.
game.
So, like, that's what I'm saying. I think that this is their competition, not Sony. This right
Yeah.
here is their competition.
I mean, they,
You know.
they just about got me
What
hooked.
is- What is the Rogue Ally at?
Same thing. Rogue Ally, another one. Like, that's what... You know, because a lot of those people, it is a different market now because like Nintendo was doing their own thing for so long. Well, now people are copying them, and things like the Steam Deck and the Rogue Ally is all of a sudden their competition.
Papa
know?
Sean, what you got?
Steam's birthday.
Yeah, we're looking at these prices. It's pretty good. We're gonna have to start a new podcast. We're all gonna have
Steam
handheld.
Deck.
Rogue
PC
Ally
handhelds over
$4.99,
here.
right?
Okay, but it's
Holy
also
crap.
Steam's birthday, so that's why it's on a 112 discount for their 512 gigabyte. That's a great price, honestly.
Dang.
Mama might get herself a Steam Deck.
420
You know?
Canadian for the 512 LCD model.
It's my birthday in like 2 weeks.
Hey, just like Steam.
Oh
So
yeah,
I still
Virgo.
think that the
Virgo
Joy-Cons are
season.
up high.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that
Yeah.
gets me. But I mean,
This is why they got to price it this way. They got to price
Yeah.
it competitively, man.
100%. Dang.
Dang. Okay, well, I can't wait till
Anyway.
Well-
next week when we gather for the Nintendo Drive and we all unbox our Steam
We all have
Decks.
We're all
Steam
like-
Decks.
My
Thanks,
physical
Valve.
this week.
Yeah.
Is a
The
Steam
episode
Deck.
about looking forward to the Switch 2 turned into all of us buying handheld PCs.
Yeah, man, it's interesting. I'm excited for them to finally reveal this thing. Y'all think it's gonna happen soon? Y'all think we get a reveal this year?
No.
What do you, no?
No, January.
I feel like there would be
January?
some type of like nod to it somewhere.
Rumor is
No.
like people are saying this month or next month. There's some rumors flying around. So-
Lies.
Don't
They
feel right.
sell Christmas. They got to get through Christmas.
Liars.
Yeah, they're all
Yeah.
lying. Yeah. They just
Well,
I know,
yeah,
I feel like it'd
we
be-
know
don't
what they
distract
are.
from buying all the Switches right now.
I was gonna say, I feel like it'd be a little bit of a kick in the butt if they were like talking about it now, and people were like, "Well, then why am I going to get this one for Christmas when I can just
Yeah.
get that one?"
Flip side to my own argument, though, is do you feel burned if you go buy a Switch in, November, December, then January, they're like, surprise, new one. Like, I guess
So
that,
it goes back.
yeah.
I go
Yeah.
knocking on
Well-
GameStop's door.
But they have
Okay.
said
Well,
it's
yeah.
coming.
Yeah.
We know it. They've already said like we're going to reveal it before March of next year.
Yeah.
So, and I also feel like at a certain point, when did the Switch? Because another factor is they've never price dropped the Switch. So, coming into the holiday, even if they do announce this thing, all they would have to do, and we're talking about capital G gamers who are excited for Switch 2 and stuff, like the mom and the grandma and the kids, like if they just knock the Switch 1 down $50 or $100 or whatever for the holiday, it ain't gonna matter if they announce Switch 2 or not. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah, that's
So, so I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
they're in an interesting position. I think that they could. I mean, I don't know, but obviously, but I think they could announce it this year.
They could push
We'll
another
see.
year.
For
all we know.
If this
Who
thing
knows?
releases in March, it's gonna be the best birthday of my life so far.
Move.
Yeah,
Nice.
so far,
I'll
Yeah.
be
Homer Simpson.
glued over there.
Yeah, so far.
best
So
day of
far.
your life so far. Yeah,
So
worst day of
far.
your life so far.
March will be very exciting next year. Indeed.
Yep.
All the
so,
Pisces
too.
come out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me hear you,
Come
Pisces.
to me.
Couple of other quick questions here before we wrap
Oh, yeah,
up
thanks,
tonight.
Quaggy.
Oh,
Yeah, thanks, Quaggy. Yeah, appreciate. I knew this was gonna be a
Just
a
like our
meaty
topic.
topic.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
thumbnail.
So-
meaty.
It was
We
the
went to the
thumbnail.
topic first.
I know. Imagine that.
Wow.
Come
I
on.
love
What
that
are we
for
doing?
us.
Croco
Actual
Kyle. Yeah, right. Croco Kyle says, we talk from time to time about games that people buy a console for, with Astrobob being the most recent example. So I'm curious, what game or games sold you on getting a Switch, and what game, announced or not, would sell you on getting a Switch too?
I feel like Lachlan and I have the same answer.
Like,
Yeah.
do you
Animal
have to
Crossing?
ask? Is
Animal
Animal
Crossing.
Crossing? That's the whole
Yeah.
reason I have a Switch Lite, and it's the whole reason I do content. The Switch 2 I'm getting regardless, but if they bulked it with AC,
Yeah, done.
first of all, I would just pass away and then come back and then play
Yeah.
it.
Dig in a grave.
Oh my
and then her
God.
It'd be an
ghost.
amazing launch title.
Oh
That would
my
be
gosh, it would be
Oh,
perfect.
incredible.
That'd be pixelated me getting hit.
Oh no.
You know what's funny
Your
though?
little ghost.
Just like y'all have the same answer, I feel like Sean and I also have the same answer. Because just like with Switch 2, I was also sold on Switch 1. I was day one, kind of like Zelda, cool. I was getting it regardless. Sean's like, no, definitely not. I needed to be sold on this
Tetris.
thing.
Dude, there's me and Bobby. We were streaming that event together, and him and Toby were all like over the moon. I can't wait. They were like pre-ordering it there. I'm like, what did they show
Really?
you guys? Like, what did they?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? This thing is. And I remember
I was
thinking
right
it was
there
very
with
Sean
them.
being
expensive.
dad.
I was hyped. Yeah,
I was
hyped.
not there. That had this big reveal, this big event. I'm like, I don't know what you guys. I don't know. Like nothing's changed because I was burned by the Wii U. I
Wii U.
was I was there when nobody else was to pick up the Wii U
Wow,
on
Dad.
day one. That was
was
not
too.
great. That was not a
Disappointed
fun day.
dad.
Disappointed dad, 100%.
But I am happy to have been wrong about that. The Switch couldn't have been a bigger success, especially at that time. Maybe the last time where like games journalists, like games media had such a huge impact on it, in that they were traveling everywhere. This is before COVID, so you had the Greg Millers of the world and everybody working at IGN, et cetera. It's like, oh, you give them a Nintendo that they can take with them. It's not just a Game Boy. It's like this full console experience that they're flying around and talking about, and everybody's playing it. So that was huge for the Switch. But I wasn't there, man. Like I wasn't. I was not there day one, and it probably was mostly that I was doing stuff with Bobby, that I was on a Nintendo show with him, that I ended up buying it. And everything was great. I really liked it, but I was grizzled. I was jaded.
Damn.
When they released, the grizzled. Do you like that one?
I like that
never
one.
heard
Yeah,
that.
grizzled.
Well, I never had a Switch 1. I only had the Switch Lite because it was teal. That was it.
Let's go.
I was like, I want Animal Crossing and I want this teal Switch. I don't want the other one. It's not teal. So that's what I got.
Now I just want to make sure that the other side of the story before everybody comes at me in this is we ended up buying it day one. Chelsea was probably more excited about it than I was. Lincoln was born how did this go? When did the Switch come out? March 3rd. Yeah, so March, and Lincoln was born just after that. So because I remember having a Switch in the hospital.
Lachlan's like, why do you know that?
Stayed there for a couple days afterwards.
Chelsea's giving birth. He's like, wait, hold on.
I mean, afterwards. We were there for like 4 days. It was a C-section. We were there.
Switch.
Yeah. Well, he was under the lamps. We were taking
Lachlan,
care
it's
of him.
not that hard to remember. It's 3-3.
Yeah.
It's not that hard.
Listen, the things you want to remember, that's fine. That's on you, bud. But I laughed anyways.
Oh, man. But it's the lineup afterwards that got me.
Yeah.
Is what I'm getting around to. Was, oh, snap. This Breath of the Wild thing is obviously a huge deal. Got to play it.
Yeah.
I loved it. Even though I wasn't blown away by... I think the trailer was great, but I wasn't sure what the gameplay was all about. And then it was just like hit after hit after hit. I think the 2017 is a case study. This is the
Incredible.
playbook. This is how you launch a system. Every single month was something else, and it wasn't just first-party stuff. You had Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. You had Splatoon in there. You had ARMS, which turned out to be a really fun time. The way they did the demo was really great, and the third-party stuff was really good in that time as well. So that's kind of what I hope they can do. This is what I mean when they...
Xenoblade 2?
I didn't know anything about Xenoblade, but it's like, okay, you have my attention now. Okay, all right. What else?
Yeah, that was that.
Cool,
Yeah,
cool.
that. Well, and I think we're gonna see that again with Switch 2. I mean, why wouldn't they? Like what? It worked. You know,
But
what
they
I
don't
mean?
have to try as hard this time, though. That's the
Sure.
thing. Like, they
Yeah.
are number one. They had to.
Yeah.
They had to fix so much, and they had stopped developing games for the Wii U so long
Right.
before the Switch, and maybe that's what we're seeing right now with the Switch right now.
I think
It's been
so.
a while since a
Been
Mario
a while.
game, but not like we're not getting anything. So it's complex,
Right.
man.
They have a good balance, I think. Nintendo with their first and second party partners, like they have a really good balance of like we have things coming out at like a steady clip. We're still keeping our fans happy in the interim, but the really big salvos, they can like hold, like 3D Mario,
Star
Animal
Fox.
Crossing, Star Fox, of course. Yes, Lachlan.
I do get nervous for games that I was excited to come out this year that have pushing into 2025 now, like Tales of the Shire is no
Right.
longer coming out this holiday. It's pushing to 2025. And I'm like, oh no, for how long or when will that come out at the end of this current cycle? So it does make me nervous for like the indie side of things, I guess, or the smaller games.
Yeah.
Yeah, people will be happy to have more power, I think, too. Indies will, I
just
think,
like,
be
yep.
happy to have more power.
Yep.
Yep.
If you say so.
Yep.
Yeah, I was just like Bobby, and yeah, I was day one. Like I was like whatever. I was sold from minute one, and then stuff like Breath of the Wild was icing on the cake. So I was just so hyped for any new Nintendo anything, and I'll probably be like that way my whole life. Just that's just who I am.
I got in a big argument with Bobby about currency and exchange rates and stuff like that.
Oh,
He's like, I
sure.
don't understand. It's not that expensive. I'm like, in Canada, it's this much.
You don't
and
understand.
it's a lot. And like that was just the beginning of the end for our dollar. It was not great.
It's only gotten worse.
It's gotten much worse. Yeah.
Okay, real quick question from Presto. Presto the Magnificent, of course. Typo here, but I liked this typo. E-Chores of Wisdom
Yes.
just leaked online. What are your opinions on playing games early and illegally? Which is interesting, because I think these are two different things. Something leaking, like what do you think about leaks, but what do you think about playing games early or illegally, piracy and stuff like that?
I didn't know this happened.
Yeah.
Me either.
Oh, the leak happened?
So
This is how I learned about
new.
this, yeah. Yeah.
No
I
idea.
read it as like an Australian accent like Ecors.
Sure,
Nor-
Ecor, yeah.
Ecors.
Or Nor.
Oh, Norway.
Ecor.
Playing early, if you can pay for it, like early access, I think is okay. So long as it's done, is kind of the big thing. So many games come out day one and they're not completed yet. So no thanks to that. My pirating days are way behind me. Like
I'm with you.
Way behind. Or actually, I shouldn't say that. I'm actively pirating games, like for mods and ROMs and stuff. I shouldn't say like way behind me.
Or the exact opposite of what I just said.
It happened just the other day. My
Criminal.
kids' 3DSs are modded, and I throw a bunch of stuff on there, things
Sure.
like that. Yeah, mostly stuff that I own already,
Right.
just for the accessibility of it all. But not like brand new games. I'm not downloading any of that stuff, and I'm not looking up leaks. I don't want to know anything about this Zelda game. I am not
Right,
even
I'm
looking
with
at
you.
legitimate promotion from Nintendo. I don't want to see that trailer. I saw there's
New
a new
trailer came
trailer,
out
like new
today.
stuff.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
thanks.
I'm with you. Well, the thing that I think is unfortunate is when like leaks get out there and it spoils the way that people want their thing to be experienced. I think is unfortunate. But yeah, I mean, like, you know, people, by the way, this is happening with Astrobot too. People went to Walmart. I know somebody who walked into a Walmart like 5 days before the game came out and just bought it off the shelf.
Oh, I would do that.
You know?
Definitely.
Like, so stuff like that happens. And then, you know, like we play content creators, influencers, whatever, play games early ahead of release for like review and content and stuff. So, you know, yeah, as long as the thing's done, I think it's fine. But like, yeah, pirating, stealing a brand new game, you know, that doesn't help anybody. You know what I mean? But, you know, like in the case of you with like the modded 3DS and stuff, like Nintendo hasn't given you a way to pay for those anymore.
That's
You
true.
know what I mean?
Yeah,
So-
that's about as new as I'd want to do it.
Yeah.
That's still
What do
kind
y'all
of
think?
recent.
I practice
at?
willful ignorance in regards to illegally things. It's just around me, but I don't know how it gets there.
It just shows up.
It's in my
I
proximity.
think we paid for this.
I could play on certain consoles in the household, let's say, that have things, but I don't know how. It's just there. It's like Christmas
there.
morning. I don't know. I'm like Fulia in that way.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
It's
even know how to
Christmas
do
there.
it with modern consoles. I don't even know how to do it.
Just a pigeon brain. I don't know.
Yeah.
It used to be like a big part of playing games, like in the Dreamcast days, PlayStation
PC.
1, PlayStation 2, PC for sure. Yeah, but like when people started getting their PlayStations modded, I was like, what even is that? Didn't
The
understand.
only
it.
thing
Like,
that
you
has
paid
piqued my
somebody?
interest that is not really illegal is Stardew mods.
Right.
Oh yeah.
And they're
It's
open to
encouraged.
Yeah, like
Totally. Yep.
he appreciates, like he wants that too. So
that. Yeah.
Man, Haunted Chocolatier, Switch 2, day one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that'd be great.
I'm still waiting on that update.
Switch 2, 1.6 update.
Yeah, yep.
Day
It'll
one.
come to the Switch too.
Oh yeah, still. Holy cow.
Yeah, Sean. It's been a while.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Poor guy. He really beats himself up over that too. Yeah. Dude, like some of his tweets, he's like, I think about it every waking moment. The 1.6 update. It's a shame on my family. Like it's like rough, like the way he tweets about it.
Yeah. So I don't say anything. I just play Stardew
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
have fun.
It'll
and
come
I'm
when
just
it
waiting.
comes.
Yep.
Yeah. What do you think, Amanda? Where are you at with the whole like pirating, early leaks? Where are you at with that?
I don't know how to do those things. I can't even pirate anime when I want to. I can't figure it out. I'm nervous that
Hilarious.
police or like the IRS or somebody's gonna show up at my door and be like,
Yeah.
"Are you the one doing this?" I'm like, "I don't know. It wasn't me." I
Neo?
don't- maybe. So I don't know that world. I don't understand that world.
I love the thought. I'm sorry. I love the thought of Amanda being like, "That's it. I've had it. I'm breaking down. I'm pirating this anime." And then she sits down at her computer and she's like, "I have no idea what I'm doing."
Gets a virus instantly and just eats away at my hard drive, and I'm like, "Oh my god, why did I do this? Why?" So yeah, I'm not. That world is not Amanda world. She gets lost. She would be confused. She would get arrested. Something would happen. But I also I don't know. I kind of don't like playing games early. It's almost like I get reverse FOMO. Like, I want to play when everybody else is playing so we can all talk.
It is weird
about all the things. But if I got it early, I would be like, no, take it back. Can I wait a couple days? Like, I'm not a content creator that chases I gotta be the first to talk about it. I don't really care. Yeah. I'll talk about it when I talk about it. No one's gonna listen anyway. So like, I'm like the reverse of that. I'm like, oh no, I have it early. No one's playing but me. No one can talk about it. So
it's a weird experience. That's a whole other topic. The experience of playing a game early for review is very weird.
Yeah, I'm just sitting on 2 games. I haven't even touched them yet, and I could, but they're just sitting
It's possible. But yeah, no illegal things for Amanda. She cannot. No.
Jail it's easy on
like
that
right
Steam
there.
Deck.
Yeah, you can talk to Dr. Garrett Bland.
On there.
Get you set up.
Now she's not gonna buy one.
Please. No. I'm like,
Dr.
no,
Bland.
please. I buy one and the
like,
police show up and I'm like, please.
Woo! Yeah. Garrett Bland will just casually be like, yeah, like I'm playing like Mario Sunshine now on my Steam Deck or whatever it is he's doing.
Great game.
You know, so yeah. Good question. Good questions
Nice
this
one.
week.
Yeah.
Good chats.
All equally very good.
All equally good, you know? Very cool. Okay, well, let's wrap up with some patron shout-outs, some physicals. I have a physical tonight.
Oh.
We'll pin it. We'll briefly pin it.
Oh, nice.
But first, I'm going to thank our patrons, if you will allow it. If it pleases the court,
I'd
like to thank our patrons. Thank you so much to everyone who supports us at patreon.com/carpool gaming. Thank you to our ultimate producers like Jonathan Brown, whose music can be found at linktree/pme.jib. Cwagmire, who reminds you that the best babes are Xenobabes, and TechMike, who says whether you are Kevesi or Agnian, you're a Xenobabe at heart.
Nice.
So thank you so much to our ultimate producers. You can find links in the show notes to everything there. Thank you to our platinum producers, Cowboy Danger D, Pei EP, Solo, Smokin' Yo, The Captain, and Tim Paulin. And thank you to our gold members, Adam K, Anna, Awesome Dave 1337, Bob Blah Blah, Brad Moore, Brian Reese, Cecily Carrozza, Dan and Luma, Dano, Drellish, Emily O'Kelly, Hopple, Jan32, Kia Savoy, Liger Woods 330, Old Mr. Frump, Patrice Millette, Shane Erickson, Tech Mike, the Jiggy Collector, or the Yiggy Collector, and Tim Alf. Thank you guys so much to all of our patrons. I got distracted because Lachlan put a pronunciation guide for Kevesi there in the for when she inevitably has to do this someday. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for supporting us on Patreon. Again, your support gets us to Extra Life, gets you a ton of exclusive content. Go check us out. The Nintendo Drive post show. You can check that out as well. So get a 7-day free trial to the exclusive tier over there. Thank you all so much. Appreciate you. Preach.
Sometimes you need to work smarter, not harder. And so you said it in that moment. I was like, I better type this out right now. I will forget how to pronounce this.
You go, girl.
I didn't realize what was happening, but then as I was reading it, I saw it word wrap, so like my text jumped down a little bit. As I was reading the shadows, I was like, what is she doing up there? And then
because I made it go down a line because I was typing more things.
Yeah. Very, very good. Okay.
Stunning.
Real quick, Lachlan, before you do your physical, I just want to show one of mine. New amiibo. Got this Pearl amiibo. This is such a good amiibo, you guys. I got the Pearl and Marina, but Pearl is like right under King Dedede. I think she's my second favorite Nintendo character.
Wow.
I love her. And this is like, I don't know how well this is coming across on the cam.
Closer.
Like her, do the little like beauty guru thing.
There you go.
The different textures, the gold ink, like the way her crown has that pearlescent paint on it, like the coloration on like her hair. I love this amiibo, dude. It is so good.
Nice.
Yeah, and the Marina one's really good too, but Pearl is the one that I want to have like here at my desk. Just with my favorite Nintendo characters, like her,
Looks
my
kinda
little
heavy.
King Dedede shrine. Got a good chunk to her. Like it's just the molds have been so good with like modern amiibo, and I'm really pleased with this. So
Chunky
and the new
girl.
Splatfest this weekend. The important the Grand Splatfest this weekend.
That's what I call my dog, Sean. She a chonky girl.
Chonky girl.
Yeah,
She
me
chonk.
Yeah. Anyway.
And my physical for this week is the reason that I'll never buy a Steam Deck.
Oh.
Squishmallow.
I didn't know where you were going with that. I love that.
I have some new, here, this one's new, this green, you can barely see it, bat. I've got some new, like, Halloween-esque.
I've
got Zero from Nightmare Before Christmas back here. Like, some Halloween ones. So this weekend, if it works out, I'm going to do a video, reorganize my Squishmallows with me.
Oh, no.
So you're welcome for those that want to see this
It's gonna
turn
all
into...
collapse.
Dude, yeah, it's like a Jenga tower over
You
there.
know, it
Yeah.
just comes
I'm going to do
down.
the satisfying, just scoop them onto the floor.
Oh, wow.
Jump in the pile.
Marie Kondo.
I'm literally... Yes, Amanda.
Can you do it in AMSR or ASMR for the average
Chaotic.
human?
ASMR.
It's gonna be enough for you to see how tall I am. That's the other thing.
Oh,
Yeah, I might stand on my
Tiny.
knees so you'll never
We all
know.
know.
Yeah.
just crouch.
Gengar's bigger back there.
Be sitting the whole time. Especially if next to this thing. This thing is actually really massive. It's just very far away. So, anyways, that is my physical.
So
my
cute.
Emily clip. Her name is Emily.
Aw.
Is it Emily? Yes, it is.
I like it.
Love it. Very good.
Good physical.
Good show.
But I'm gonna
All right.
spookify and Halloweenify my background this weekend. So.
Wow.
Spookify.
Sean. Daddy Sean. Where can people
Follow
find
me
you?
on
Daddy.
Twitter or X or whatever the hell you call it. Sean Capri, Sean Lake Connor, Capri like the pants. You can go to your Nintendo Switch, add a friend, type in the code SW687902366588, just like Eric Lindros, so that you can see that I am still playing Pokemon Legends Arceus. And that is all. That's all you can do with it. We're at Twitch, twitch.tv/Carpool Gaming Live. Right after we're live here, Ryan Turford will be streaming their Marvel vs. Capcom collection thing.
Exciting.
And I can't wait. He's going to take you for a ride, and it's going to be great. Can't wait to
Yes.
check it out. It's the song, Amanda, that plays.
It's the song. It's, yeah.
That
That's
the
fine.
character select. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in it. It's fine.
Okay. All right. Sweet. I think that's it. That is all for me. The end.
Uncle Seth, where can people find you?
Uncle Seth?
Oh yeah,
You're my
Uncle
brother.
Vibes.
Okay. Oh, Sean's daddy and I'm uncle.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm tracking. All right. Ryan says going live in T-minus 13 minutes. So there you go.
Ryan's been
Nice.
counting.
Yeah. As for me, x.com/$2 hero is where you can find me. You can add me on your Switch, SW411280613454, of course, just like
Just like
Eric
Eric
Lindros.
Lindros.
Yeah. Thank you guys for doing that.
Yeah. We couldn't
Sister
find
Amanda.
an actual hockey player with
Sister. Oh, it's
54.
With a
religious.
54, yeah. No.
Guy Lafleur.
Yeah. Ooh.
I don't think
Okay.
he had 54.
A pizza dinosaur. That's right, Jan32. Let's go.
Well, Amanda and I are sisters. We stand together. Amanda, where can people
Cheetah
Yes.
Girls?
Yes.
The Cheetah Girl.
Let's
Because
go.
we are sisters.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I love that. I love that. You can find me on Twitch, twitch.tv/miles_of_Amanda. We'll be streaming that lovely game, Little Nightmares 2, on Monday. It's going to be so good. I can't wait to cry. And then you can also find me on X or Twitter, miles_of_Amanda, and all the other places, Instagram, YouTube, all the things. I'm out there.
Instagram.
Instagram.
She out there.
I might be out there. I'm mostly in my home, but you can find me on YouTube at Locklith, where you can past me, in the past version of me. I cried finishing Link's Awakening. I'm gonna play something more cozy upcoming, but I'm excited to see Amanda play some Little Nightmares too. I might be there.
You're
So
the
you can
only
probably
one.
see me in her chat as well. So go follow me over there in her channel, if that makes sense. I don't
Nope.
think it does.
Come find her.
Not really.
No,
It's fine.
you'll see me chatting over
can
there.
write
Is
it out later.
essentially you could just be like hi, or you can find me on Twitter at LocklithTWT, and you can always find me and everyone here, round robin, everyone here in this lovely stream here, on Discord, where it's free, where we get all of our questions for the week.
It's free.
And if you write a review, if you want me to say your ASMR review next week, Write
You
a
know what
good
to
one.
do.
Good incentive. You know what to do.
Which
Yep.
human being are you going to be? Write a review. I'm ready to
Yeah.
read it.
Yep.
Are you an alien? That would be interesting. But
Rank
thank
your
y'all.
favorite hosts in your review.
Oh yeah, just do that.
Best to worst.
Yeah.
I don't think I want to cry next week.
I
But
was
thank
about to say, we're
y'all.
just
You'll be
asking
number
for some hurt
one.
feelings.
Oh, come on.
No. Nay. Not me. Thank you all for hanging out with us for tonight's episode of the Nintendo Drive. Like that button.
Like that button.
Bump
She
that
turned into
like
an Animal
button.
Crossing character.
She morphed in mid-sentence. Like that button.
Bump that like button if you haven't
Just
already.
ends.
And feel this Carpool in the comments below with wonderful reviews. Hey, that's all I have.
Okay, bye.
Goodbye. What a gong show.
Thanks so much for tuning in to this week's episode of the Nintendo Drive. Now, before you drive off, be sure to like and subscribe on YouTube and follow us at Carpool Gaming on socials. Don't forget to check out our awesome Nintendo Drive merch on carpoolgaming.com, and you can also support the show on Patreon at patreon.com/carpoolgaming, where you'll unlock all sorts of exclusive content like the Nintendo Drive post show. Links to everything are in the description. See you next week!
Geek.